It's good. Usyk, yeah, we're live with YG Night, EJ Boxing Live. It looks like Usyk's retained his belt. Joshua done better, but he ain't good enough, man. You know what I mean? His conditioning, he should have been on this. He should have been on this from round 6, bro. Putting the pressure on the guy. Round 6. But Joshua looks, yeah. I don't know, man. It's a close fight. It's a close fight though, but I think AJ's lost his belt. Lost. Usyk's tough, man. His defense is really good, boy. I gotta admit. How you see the scores?
Hold on, I'm still watching my phone.
Okay. Yeah, good fight, man. That Joshua done much better. They done much better in that fight. Yeah, Usyk won that fight, bro. Like, yeah. Yeah, Usyk just got that, bro. Yeah, it's not a part. His defense is very good. AJ, he needed a knockout, bro. He needed a knockout.
Yeah, that was
PMC's AJ, back. That was quick. PMC, you're back again.
Yeah, man.
AJ's best round was that.
He be talking about scheduling appointment and stuff, and he always got somebody ahead of me every time I come in. I'm like, man.
AJ's best round was that 9th round, man.
Yo, what happened?
Yeah, points, man. AJ. No, man.
The fight's over?
No, yeah, the fight's over. Yeah, AJ lost on points, man. I think he lost on points. It looked like that. AJ done good though.
Yeah, we seen crazier stuff with these cards.
Yo, man, I think he got the win.
You think so? Why you say that? You weren't watching the fight. How you know that?
I was watching some of it.
Nah, he didn't win that fight.
I just stopped watching the last few rounds.
Nah, he wouldn't. Nah, he Usyk dominated again. Dan the man talking shit again, man.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe I lost money betting on that food.
Yeah, no.
I'm 1-1 betting on him.
AJ playing around. I don't know. They got him playing around, man. Like they should have had him fucking putting pressure on the guy.
Yeah, but he's done though. He can't box, man.
Should have been putting pressure on the guy the whole fight.
Yo, he's done, man.
His conditioning was better though. His conditioning was better. He should have been body shotting.
What conditioning? He ain't throwing no punches.
Nah, man, he didn't do nothing, man. Didn't do enough, man.
I
mean, they're playing. You could be playing footsie, playing a footsie game with the man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Robert Garcia just took his money and shit. He wasn't even saying shit.
Yeah, I know. Angel was in there talking. I was like, why are Angel in there?
Who? Talking? Angel Garcia?
Angel Fernandez talking shit.
Yeah, man, shit weak.
AJ holding up the Ukraine flag. AJ holding up the Ukraine flag as well. And that's some bullshit as well. Ain't that some bullshit right there?
He about to lose his sponsors doing that.
Man, that's some bullshit, man. Fuck that shit, man. Can't be cooning it up, like. The fuck, man.
Nah, I can't tug my money. My country about to send a bunch of money over there.
That's some bullshit.
Yo, that's all we've been doing, so they can launder that.
How you supposed to? If you supposed to act like you won?
So turn it up, man, so we can hear the scorecard.
Oh, you want me to turn it up? No worries. Yeah, 1 minute. I'll turn it up. You hear that?
After 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. Glenn Feldman scores at 115, 113.
That's right.
Gray scores at 115 to 113 for Oleksandr Usyk. A split decision. Kashchenko scores at 116 to 112.
Whoa!
By split
Usyk.
And still the unified.
Yeah, that was the Ukraine guy. That was the Ukraine guy. The American. That was the Ukraine guy.
Somebody
116, 112.
Somebody had it a draw?
Nah. They hit it 115, 113, innit?
I couldn't hear it because your ass was coughing shit.
With me? YG?
Yeah, somebody's coughing their fucking ass off.
It's YG, bro.
I was reading the scores.
YG.
No, because I thought I heard him say
now the scores.
Yeah, it's YG.
Oh,
I
fuck.
thought I heard him say a draw. That shit made me say, what?
Nah, it wasn't a draw. Nah, it was a split decision. One, I don't know about that 12. That's wide, man.
A split decision. So what?
That
One
draw should have
judge
been.
had it for AJ?
Yeah, split
Wow.
decision.
I told you it's gonna be something gonna be up.
Wow. Boxing is crazy.
Yeah, but he didn't win that fight. I don't know why they. I
Well,
don't know why he didn't win. He
Ed-
didn't win that fight, so I don't know why they even bothered.
Eddie did pay for one judge at least.
He didn't win that fight. Man, he only started fighting like
Yeah, I
round
can't.
8.
I can't blame Eddie, man. He paid for one judge.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the other job was Ukraine.
Nah, the other two, AJ was supposed to work for those other two.
Man, I don't hear that bullshit. AJ on the bullshit, bro. I don't know I don't know what kind of strategy AJ try to fight like that. AJ throw the belts away. What's AJ going on angry for?
For another skilled guy.
Why is AJ throwing the belts away? AJ throwing the belts on the floor. What's AJ angry about? Derek Chisora, what's Derek?
What's going on, man?
AJ angry about something. I don't know what he's angry about. Just leave, bruv.
He just got his ass kicked. You asking him what he's angry about?
Yeah, you should have that type of anger. You should have had in the fight.
Exactly.
You should have that sort of anger in the fight, bruv. He got that energy.
Now. It's too late now.
He's acting like that kind of anger. I should have the anger in the fight.
Yo,
Them
man. So who Usyk fighting now, man? Is it supposed to be Fury or what? Yeah.
Eddie Hearn must have cussed him off, bruv. Yeah, I mean, Robert should have been the main coach.
Oh,
Barry
Robert
Hearn-
Garcia wasn't the main coach?
I don't know. Look, someone talk. You want the belts? No, I don't know. Look at this Dan the man. Come here to talk shit. AJ threw the belts. AJ threw the belts on the floor. I don't know what he's angry about. Like I don't even know what.
I don't know what he's angry. He lost the fight. I don't know what the.
We're trying to find out. We're trying to find out, bro.
He lost the fight, bro. Usyk won. So the fact is,
we're trying to find out, bro. Hold up. Let's still talking.
Yeah, he better be careful of Saudi, man.
Yeah, but all the anger, where's all the anger? He should have had it in the fight. That anger should have had in the fight, right?
Yeah, he's probably mad because he's
talking on the mic.
All right.
He said, he's angry. He said Usyk won the fucking fight. He said he should the judges.
Now, Josh, you need to stop fucking crying. You didn't get robbed, but you got dominated. So don't sit there and blame the judge.
Hold on, man. Cool.
All right, cool. All right.
From the youth, bro. I was going to jail. I see some technical youths in written jail. I got bail and I started training my ass off.
Yo, hold up, Dan. Quiet, man.
Oh, not my bad.
Where's he at? G14, raise your hand. I'm still in this Usyk, sorry. But it's because the fucking passion we put into this.
Why is he cursing up the storm?
Yo, shush, man.
Maybe I could have done better. But it shows the levels of hard work he must have put in. So please give him a round of applause as our heavyweight champion of the world.
There you go. Us was giving the respect, man. That's what I'm saying, Dan. You keep quiet.
Look at me. I'm a new breed of heavyweights. All them heavyweights, Mike Tyson, Sonny Liston, Jack Dempsey. Oh, yeah, you don't throw combinations like Rocky Marciano. Because I ain't fucking 14 stone, that's why. I'm 18 stone, I'm heavy. It's hard work. This guy here is a phenomenal talent. We're gonna cheer for him 3 times. AJ's
lost the plot, bruv. AJ's lost the plot. AJ's lost the plot, bruv.
Your boy sound crazy.
Sound crazy.
Yeah, you know what? Look. Let me just say this.
Let him finish.
Oh,
Let him finish.
I thought he was finished. My bad.
No.
Yeah, you gotta stop doing that, Dan.
No, I thought he was finished.
I know what's happening, but it's not nice. I didn't. I've seen it with Lomachenko in his second fight against Orlando. There was unrest in Ukraine, right or wrong. There was issues in Ukraine in your second fight. There was civil war. Vitaly Klitschko when he faced Danny Williams. Civil unrest. Usyk as a champion. Please raise your hand. Under them circumstances, he managed to become champion.
AJ.
Champ. And I just want to say, Bismillah.
AJ lost the plot, bruv. Dan, go ahead, Dan. Take the floor. AJ lost the plot, bruv.
Yeah, let me just say this, dude. He actually performed much better than I thought. And I said, well, I predicted he was going to perform better. You know, he worked the body pretty well. He didn't. His condition was a bit better than the previous fight. But he did gas as we predicted at the end because Usyk turned it up as I predicted he was going to turn it up. And I did predict this fight was going to go to the cards. But I thought it was going to be an unanimous decision. But I don't see how Glenn Feldman scored that fight 115-113 for Joshua. No way he won that fight on anybody's card. No way.
No one's arguing that. No one's arguing that.
Yeah, I'm just saying though. A lot of people are going to argue that Joshua got robbed.
No one's arguing that. He lost the fight.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. But look, all credit to him, man. You know, he did perform better. He was conditioned a little better, but again, he just levels to this, man. Usyk is just way better than him, and he always is going to have his number. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. It's like that's just the same thing I said about Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Though Wilder performed much better in the third fight, but there's levels to this. You're always going to be. Sometimes you're going to get beat by the guy who has your number.
Bro, I didn't like the strategy, but I like end of the day is what it is. AJ lost the plot, bro. I've never seen that. Bro, he let it rip, bro. He let it rip. You know what it was, yeah? It's just that he had a loads of frustration on his face. A lot of time he holds back and always smiling, but bro, you got Ukraine. AJ this bro, like I've never seen him do that before. He grabbed the mic. He was I don't know the fuck he's talking about. I don't know where he was going with it. He was trying to give credit, but at the same time he was angry that bro, like certain people weren't giving him respect. They're talking to Usyk now, isn't it? Now,
look, he got the respect.
The fight was a close fight. The fight was like it was a 3-round fight. It was much closer. But Usyk won the fight. It wasn't level. It wasn't that much levels. Like it was a case of adjustments. Usyk was the better defense. His defense was better, and AJ and he made AJ miss. The fight was very close. It was like a 3-round or 2-round fight, but Usyk definitely won the fight. It wasn't. It shouldn't have been a split decision. It shouldn't no way been a split decision. But that was it. See?
Yeah, but he could come back from this, man.
He's not coming back.
Yeah, he said it was close. See, he said
Usyk?
Yeah, he's saying it was close. He said he gave him out. So I'm trying to tell you. See, I told you it's a close fight.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we all have our different opinion, but I thought Usyk won that by a mile. That's my opinion. But I'll watch it again.
No, he ain't win it by a mile. It was nip and tuck, man.
It was nip. I know everyone knows that. You know what I mean? Usyk said it himself. He said it right
now. It depends on what you like, you know, because
that's true.
They both of them wasn't doing shit. If you ask me,
there was rounds where AJ he just like I don't know what he was doing.
He let his foot off the pedal, man.
That's Angel Fernandez bullshit, man. Robert Garcia, he should have been pressuring him.
He had to lose weight, man. He had to lose like 20 pounds.
But you see, AJ losing that weight made him fitter, but it's like you needed to be more busier, man. But like the fight was close though, because there was punches. AJ was rocking him.
Yeah, that nigga too big, bro. You have to talk about I'm 18 stone. Lose the stone and shit. Whatever the fuck you gotta do, man. Everybody hear that shit.
Well, look, but hey, PNC, what's up, PNC? Long time, man. But look, I think I
told PNC to come on the WhatsApp group. Yeah, PNC's going long and out. He don't want to. You know what I mean? He's long and out. I told him already, bro. You know, over there, everyone be getting things. What's up, Joe Host? You know what I mean? AJ lost his mind. That's what I thought. He lost his mind. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yo,
I don't know why. Look. I don't know why he's angry, but look, he's going to get respect for the performance he put up. He put up a much better performance. He gave Usyk hell. I'll admit that he gave him hell in mid and late, early and mid to the fight, towards the fight. But at the end, he just didn't have it. He just, Usyk.
He wasn't stepping back. He wouldn't step to the side every time Usyk threw the jab and stuff like that. He wouldn't step to the side or nothing like that.
Listen, that fight he should have been taken into the fight to him. Like he did it from round 8. That's too late, bro. He should have been stepping to him a long time ago, bro.
And every time he slipped punches, he was never stepping forward. He was he was standing still, slipping punches. I was like, why ain't you moving your feet close like Tyson? That's how Tyson closed the distance. He was like, okay, you want to do that? Whoa. I'm taking.
Yeah, here's the thing about Anthony Joshua. He doesn't have the fastest feet in the world, number one. And number two, whenever he throws out those power shots, he plants his feet and he has to reset. And Usyk knows that. So once he throws that power shot, he's going to make a pay.
it's the bad coaching too. How can you not?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it
How
was.
you gonna be a fan of Mike Tyson and not look at his little choppy steps he takes every time he bars and weaves and stuff like that? He taking small little choppy steps. He ain't taking no steps nowhere, man.
I know he all cursing up the storm in Saudi Arabia, bro.
AJ got like a madman, bro. Like a fucking madman. And you see them can't control him, you know. They can't. Everyone's scared of him. You see, that's how he should have been in the fucking fight. How you got all that energy? How you got all that energy to get angry and walk around after the fight, and you didn't do that in the fight? And you find like you act bad, man, after the fight.
Man, you see the flip fight, the flip Herkovich fight.
Yeah, Herkovich lost that fight.
Man, them bad boys were tired. Yeah, I think Herkovich did lose that fight, bro.
Yeah, but they gave him the decision. But it is what it is. I mean, there was 2 robberies on that card. I thought Bobby Jack lost this fight too.
I'm just saying, EJ. A lot of people could be a big and bad man if Usyk is not in front of them. So like that's why he had that energy once he wasn't fighting Usyk no more. That's why.
Well, you know what's incredible about this too? AJ hit him with some shots that anybody would have got knocked down and knocked out. And Usyk just came back and he just like said, okay, whatever. And he went back and his feet was still there.
He was reaching with all those shots.
They weren't no hard shots, man. Now Usyk he didn't hit him. He didn't hit him cleanly.
Nah, you know what happened too though? What was AJ supposed to do? Like AJ, for some of the shots to land, he had to take some steam off of the punches just to land it. But by doing that, now Usyk can take the punches because that's not a hard punch.
Right.
So that's why
he went to the body.
That's why he.
Well, he did go to the body.
Yeah, but he didn't commit to it, man. He had to do that pity pat shit.
Yeah,
the body ain't going no.
Well, it's easier said than done though, because to land the body shots, you got to get behind the jab to do that.
Somebody was telling him to
cut off the corner and throw
somebody was telling him the game plan. I ain't gonna hold you. I think the game plan really should have been the first 5 rounds, nothing but jabs and body punches.
Yeah,
like don't even look to throw nothing upstairs. Just go to his body for the whole first half of the fight. Like that would have made it look like you controlling the fight. But since he was either follow Usyk around and what you call it,
right?
A lot of those rounds are just those are. Usyk
and he was scared to go to the. He was scared to throw the jab because he was getting counted and shit. He didn't know how to throw a jab and protect himself, man. I was just like, man.
Eddie Hearn's talking now.
Oh, here we go. Let's listen to her.
Oh, yeah, I got to hear a little bit of Eddie.
He got to be sending attention.
I know Eddie tight because Eddie had Usyk too. Eddie had Usyk and chose Joshua over him.
Oh, he had Usyk winning?
No, he had remember Usyk was in his camp.
Oh.
Or he was in Usyk camp.
AJ in a mental breakdown, man.
Dude, he got somebody need to calm his ass down, dude. Really calm him the fuck down.
You know all the energy you had after the fight, you should have it in the fight. You know what I mean? Like if you're losing the plot after the fight, like you should have that energy in the fight. You know what I mean?
What Usyk did in the 10th, the 11th, and the 12th was incredible. And that was the difference in that because AJ didn't start fast enough. They asked me what I thought when I got in. They thought it was close. I thought it was close.
It was a close fight. Yeah, Usyk won the fight. It was a close fight, but Usyk won in it. Yeah.
Going into those rounds, I had it very, very close. Even maybe AJ slightly up by 1 round after the 9th, but he just.
Usyk took over. Yeah, he took over. Yeah, he did. He did. The defense was very good.
Yeah, I mean, very good. I mean, I told you, dude, he knows how to block those body shots, bro. He knows how to block them.
No, he wasn't blocking them. He was taking them, but Usyk just tougher. Now he took them. Now he took them well. He took the body. He took shots, bro. He did. He was a tough guy. His face, and the thing is, his face ain't marked up. His face
like it was last time.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the same. It's not the same.
But AJ's right eye was closed up though a little bit.
Nah, it had a bit of swelling, but that was it. It had a bit of swelling. But the thing is, he got the energy after the fight, acting like a crazy man. I'm like, bro, you should have had that in the fight. Like, why you go act like that in the fight? Like when he was holding him, he should have had that. I don't understand. Like you're there yelling and screaming. You got energy to go after that. Shows me you're holding back. To me, you're holding back in it. And I don't know. They got it. I don't think he knows who he is. Like in terms of like you want to be violent and aggressive, then be that. Stop acting like a madman. Like, and you see the thing is, they're so cool security. They couldn't hold him. They couldn't tell him nothing. You know what? Yeah, congratulations to Usyk. The man deserved it. He took AJ's best punches and he withstood that, and he deserves to win the belt. I have no listen. I have nothing but praise for the Brea because that one he took AJ. AJ took it to him. So, and that's why I wanted to see. I want to see if he could take it. And AJ did. He gave him some good shots. There was fights, and he got him some straight rights and stuff like that. He just missed the uppercut though. The uppercut that's missed.
Yeah, he couldn't land that uppercut. He just
missed. He just missed. His timing was off. But I think their strategy was wrong though. I think Angel Fernandez, he looked like he was the main coach. And I think that was wrong.
I don't know. I mean, look, he performed better than he did in the last fight. How can you say that, though?
No. Because the body shot, the body work, that's all Robert. That's all Robert. I know that's all Robert because you see the southpaw, when you're breaking down the southpaw, that's what you do, right? And I know that was Robert. The jab, what he was doing, that's Fernandez. It was bullshit, bro. That's bullshit. Like, he took over. He went in the grandstand and take the credit. He brought thing in, but bro, them the trainers, listen, he didn't need, Angel Fernandez is whack, bro. Because he did. El told you the fight's done. It's like, what's he doing? He's doing the same thing he did before, and it's you're fitter, but you're doing the basics the same thing. You need, and then when he actually started to let his hands go, he should have did that from the round one, man. You know what I mean? That was the wrong strategy. But credit to Usyk. Maybe if he does that, he gets tired early. But his stamina was pretty good, though. I thought his stamina. He never leaned on him. He never hit him in the clutches. Let's see what Lawrence Sokoli has to say. And Fraser Clark and Carl Froch.
Okay. All right.
Fraser, very out of character for him. What do you think was going on there? Was he concussed?
See, everyone's gonna say the same thing.
First of all, you've got to congratulate
AJ is like a fucking
man. Tremendous performance, but as a gym
Was my cussing out AJ?
And a friend in general, for anyone that is offended by what happened, I think I can just apologise on his behalf for the outburst. He might be mad at me for saying this, and the whole team might be mad at me for saying this, but I feel like he was left out to dry then by the team. I feel like someone should have saved him from himself. It's his words, but in the true reflection of boxing, that was Oleksandr Usyk's time to celebrate that victory, and he didn't get to do it straight away, and I just don't think that was right. Once again, Anthony's a great person. Does a lot for a lot of people. He's done a lot for me, but I feel like he had a bit of a bad one there, and it was out of character. He messed up. But there's no excuses. That was Oleksandr Usyk's time, and to the people around him, where was you? Someone should have jumped in there. Someone should have stopped him and saved him from himself. I'll say again, it's only words, but it was the wrong time.
Lawrence, like Fraser, you know AJ very well indeed. Do you think he'll kick himself tomorrow? Will he regret what he's just done?
No.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Obviously, as has been said, it was Usyk's time, and the bottom line is, we can only imagine the kind of pressure that he's under, and exploding like that, and it's a reflection of boxing. When you're in there, you have to fight alone, and that's exactly how he was left by his team. He's just had a 12-round war. You can see he was, off key, and no one decided to step in and do the right thing. But more love and blessings to Usyk.
We spoke about it so much in the build-up, didn't we, about the pressure that was on AJ, and I think that perhaps, like you both just said there, was bubbling over tonight, Carl.
Yeah, potentially. He got the mic, he stole Usyk's moment. But let's not go too mad. He didn't say anything that would have offended anybody too much. He was just trying to speak off the cuff, put his heart on his sleeve, and hopefully he didn't offend anybody, but he did steal Usyk's moment, and it was a bit strange. I think he was so emotionally built up to win that fight, the way in which he lost. I thought it was a great performance. Let's talk about the performance in a minute. I don't think that'll do him any damage. It won't do him any good. I didn't like the way the belts got thrown. That Ring magazine got chucked down. I never had that belt, and that's a belt I just don't like that. It's disrespectful. Yeah. But other than that, it was a great boxing match. I thought it was a great performance, and we'll go into it.
I think from a point of view of people from watching at home, we often see the AJ that's very sort of media trained, don't we? I think that's fair to say. And that was more of a sort of heart on your sleeve version.
Well, that highlights the passion. That highlights his passion and how much it meant to him and how much he wanted it.
Passions were high, and I've seen what he's put into it. I'm sitting here, and I feel the loss with all of them. Do you know what I mean? But no one feels it as much as Anthony right now. When you put so much into it, your life into it, and remember that Anthony Joshua's not a normal boxer. The pressure that me and Lawrence feel compared to the pressure that's on Anthony Joshua's shoulders is chalk and cheese. Everything he touches, everything he does is under the cameras. And maybe boiled over there, a little bit heated. But like again, let's not judge him on that. Anthony Joshua, I know, a nice, respectful human being.
does a lot for charity, does a lot for other people, and he just boiled over a little bit there. Maybe it's concussed, you know. After a fight like that, your head is all over the place.
And only Anthony Joshua will know that.
And only will know that. And I'm sure, you know, I don't think he'll regret what he said, probably just the way it happened and the time he said it. Once again, I just think, you know, maybe that was the time. I know he's a big lad, and no one's going to want to wrestle him for the microphone. But if I was there, I would have took a dig to take that microphone off him. Just because I know it would have been the right thing to do it and give him a minute to compose himself. But, you know, great effort from him. But, you know, tonight, Oleksandr Usyk, you know, fair play to him.
Very well said indeed, Fraser. I think when he'll look back on the fight, there are a lot of improvements from both fighters, in particular from AJ early doors, Lawrence.
Yeah, no, I was loving what he was doing early, you know, working the body. I thought his game plan was towards not going for points, just doing whatever it takes to get tired and get rid of him in the later rounds. But Usyk showed great grit, determination, and composure. It's like one of his greatest attributes is his conditioning. So he's able to keep throwing good crisp punches even when he's tired. But AJ really did improve.
One of the tactics and strategies that we discussed throughout this week, Carl, was AJ targeting the body of Usyk, and he successfully did that in those early rounds, Carl.
He did quite a lot of things successfully. He took the centre of the ring. I think he was imposing himself every time Usyk. It was making Usyk have to do the work. Usyk can start a little bit slowly sometimes. He did against Tony Bellew, then he gets into the fight. He's went through his cruiserweight career. He gets into the fight, round 7 onwards, the later half of the fight, he always comes into his own. Great start from Anthony Joshua. I thought it was a solid performance. He was getting hit with too many jabs. But what happened to AJ, the worst thing happened to him, he got tired. And as he started to tire, he started to gas. He couldn't put the shots together. He couldn't do the work.
There you go.
He was just able to compose himself.
I'll take care.
To get around 12. And for me, that's what stole him the decision. I mean,
take care. I'll catch you later.
Clear.
All right, man. Nice one, Pipsy. Take care, bro.
Round 6, we're looking at scorecards, and this is a close competitive fight. And if AJ steps it up and starts to work, he can win the fight. But Usyk did that, and he's a champion.
Fraser, is that where Usyk's extensive amateur career comes into play? And he's also, you know, he's been in the deep end in his professional career as well. And did that show tonight, do you think, for him? Was that the difference?
Yeah, I think so. And, you know, there was times when I'm reading the fight and I can just see that experience come in, like, in some of them rounds was close, and he just picks it up. He just has 10 seconds where he picks the pace up, lands a few lead hands and changes the pace of the fight, lands the clean shots, and it nicks him the round. But yeah, I think as well, you know, I've got to credit AJ for it was competitive. Once again, it was a bit of a boxing match. It wasn't as rough and rugged as I thought it would be. So, you know, well done to AJ for the improvements he's made. It just wasn't enough. You know, Usyk, he was just that little bit better once again.
I think Peter Fury tweeted, didn't he, that AJ's corner was saying AJ was winning all the rounds. Yet the general public, obviously, we were thinking the consensus whether Usyk was picking those rounds off. What do you think to that?
Well, it's one man's opinion, and he's probably got agendas for his son, so who knows. Listen, AJ did well. He landed some good body combinations. He stepped it up to the head as well, but in the championship rounds, where it matters, rounds 8 through to round 12, AJ wasn't good enough, whether it was his fitness, his ability, his composure. He wasn't in the fight. Look at Usyk here, letting combination shots go, landing clearly, dominating the fight down the stretch. Yeah, and that's what separates the champions from the also-rans in most sports. Don't forget, boxing used to be a 15-round sport. It's now 12, I mean, going back a few years, but Usyk is a real solid champion. And he deserves that.
I've got to speak about his heart, though, because, you know, round 11 and 12, he's a big man. He had a couple of bursts and there's nothing left. And he had to dig in really deep there, you know, to see the final bell. I think that takes huge credit as well, you know. He really had to dig in deep there against a solid champion.
Definitely. Carl, you were saying you felt frustrated watching Anthony Joshua.
It was a frustrating watch.
He was putting the pressure on. He was doing some good stuff, and it just didn't seem to follow it through.
At times, he put his feet in the perfect place. He made Usyk react to his feints. He got him against the ropes or in the corner, and he didn't let his shots go. And the reason he didn't let his shots go, as we saw later, because he was feeling the pace, he was feeling tired. The more he would have worked, the more he would have gone into this tired slumber, and he didn't want to be there. He got there in round 11 and 12. He was really tired. He was exhausted, as was Usyk. Yeah. But Usyk was able to draw on the experience from the amateurs, from his career as a cruiserweight, and take that into the heavyweight. He's 35 years old, so he's proving himself. But when he's in that pain zone, when he's in the trenches, he's been there before many more times, and he's able to get to the other side a little bit better than Anthony Joshua. But AJ heard the final bell, and it was a great performance for him.
But also mentality for Usyk. I mean, with what's going on in his home country, he was never not going to win tonight in his mind, Lawrence, was he? He had that absolute convincing mentality, the ultimate confidence.
Yeah, I think, like I said, was it one of his main attributes is conditioning, mental and physical. And, you know, he was hit with some great shots, but he really done the championship rounds and pushed on, and that made the difference. It was a split decision. You know, loss for AJ or win for Usyk. And like I said, man, the conditioning and the mindset was the difference today.
It was more than just personal glory for Usyk tonight, wasn't it? You could see that in his face and his reaction, his embrace with his wife.
Yeah, you know, he's been through a terrible time. Like, you know, he's a proud man. He's a countryman. You can clearly tell he's a patriot of the country. So he'll enjoy that. But I definitely say there was times in there where he thought he might not win because he got hit with some big shots. He had to show a lot of grit. I think he clearly won the fight, but I think that's the toughest fight we've ever seen him in. And look, I sound like I'm here cheering along Anthony Joshua now, but I've got to give him huge credit for the improvements he's made. That takes a lot from a fighter to go back and improve. Yeah, he blew out the last few rounds. I'm really proud of him, and I'm a bit emotional.
And it was a performance from both guys as well. I don't know about the people at home, but everyone here, we was on the edge of our seat watching it round after round.
I actually wish there could have been some sort of alternate commentary going on, because back here in the studio, I mean, I'm slightly gone in my left ear from you guys. It's very animated, but it's passion, isn't it? And I imagine that's what everyone at home was feeling as well, Carl.
Absolutely. Listen, we wanted AJ to win. We wanted our man to bring the belts back and do it, but we also want the best man to win, and we want the best sporting event to happen, and we want them both to be sportsmen. And that was overshadowed a little bit by Anthony Joshua.
EJ.
Yeah, go on, Dwayne, I'm listening.
I can forgive him for that. I hope everyone else.
AJ lost the plot. AJ went nuts.
He is a proud warrior.
Yeah, I'm not surprised though.
We've seen a masterclass.
Because obviously, bro, like
that's AJ to perform.
He's not getting that chance of that belt anymore. Like,
the main thing towards the end was just that energy and that engine.
Now it's going to be the first.
Yeah, EJ, turn that down. I can't even hear him.
Hard work for
I said,
1 minute. For you guys in the studio shouting, I think we've.
Like, EJ, mute that. Yeah, look, what I was saying, was that he's not gonna get a chance to, fight for the belts again. He's gonna have to build himself back up again. I'm saying, unless somebody gives him a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only big fight right now that they can make that will get that money. Well, if I was them, I'll build him first. I'll let him fight someone, maybe fight Derek Chisora, his boy. I'll let them do that. Then I will do him versus Wilder. That's the fight that they only got money left, unless Fury wins all the belts and says, you know what, I want to give AJ, I want to fight AJ. You know what I'm saying?
Long, bro.
Like, but you know what, yeah, to be honest, I'm not mad at him, bro. I'm not mad at him. I thought the performance was okay.
Bro, he was long. He wasn't. He should have been jumping. Bro, from round 8, he went for it. He should have done that early. What was he waiting for?
No, bro. Listen, the thing is, I understand what he was doing.
What was he doing?
Because basically, look, the first 6 rounds, Usyk is fresh, yeah? So what's going to happen is even if he jumps on him and Usyk survives that, he's completely dead. It doesn't give him no chance. So what he tried to do was that's why you heard Angel say, what round is this? Okay, this is the round. When he said, what round is this? In the corner, he said round 9. Okay, he said, now you got to go for it. That's what he said. You got to go for it.
That strategy is rubbish, though. It's rubbish.
No, but why?
Because it didn't work.
Yeah, but what strategy was gonna work?
You should have been fitter. You should have been circling around to the left, and you should have been. That strategy wasn't good enough, right? It wasn't. You're playing chess with the man. That's why I'm trying to say it wasn't good enough to win. I like AJ just as much, but that strategy wasn't good enough.
Nah, to me, the strategy was okay, just because you can't jump on the man. Yeah, you can't jump on the man.
I'm not saying he should, but what I'm saying, that strategy was rubbish.
But
there's a lot of pressure he put from round 8. I mean, for me, that body shots and stuff like that he should have done that. He should have put combinations from early.
But you saw this. What I'm saying, you saw, because once he done that, he was finished.
So what? So you're trying to say that from your point of view, there's no way for him to win because I was looking at it when he landed the body shot. Usyk was feeling it. He complained to the referee. Joshua should have jumped on and done some more. He should have done some more. He's too nicey, man. And even when he was holding him, he didn't want to hurt him.
In round nine, did you see when he hammer fist him in the back of the head, blood? That was so funny, bro.
That's what he needed. That's what he needed, bro. But I see that, yeah. That was like the best bit of the fight, bro. You know what I mean? That was the best bit of the fight. I don't know why he didn't do more of that shit. You know what I mean? It was an Edge. Edge, no. I see bloody Edge for ages, bro. What's going on, Edge?
Yeah. Hey, do I go on, fam?
What's going on, Edge? Edge. He's there, you know, but he's not saying nothing, blood.
But look. He gave it a good shot. He gave it a good fight. I just thought every time he missed, Usyk every time he missed with the lead right or the jab, Usyk just countered him. That's what it was. But when he got Usyk, that's what I'm saying, bro. If he had done it early, he would have been gassed early. You can say go to
the body. He should have went to the body from early, bro. Should have went to the body from early.
But he did though.
He went away from it though. He went away from it the way. He stopped doing it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He stopped doing it. And in the jabs, yeah, he went away from jabs and he was just watching, man. There was rounds where he was just watching the man. He was like hypnotized by him or something. Like that's long, bro. Like you can't be that, bro. If a man like that, you got to work consistently. You was fit enough though, because you see when he started angering on the mic, bro. Man had energy to go, bro. Where's all the energy come from?
You saw him at the end of the fight. No, before he grabbed the mic and that, you're forgetting that's a good 10 minutes, bro. After the fight, when he was talking to Usyk, they were talking. Man was breathing hard. He was breathing hard.
Wait. Hear what I'm saying to you, man. Walk. Angry. When you get angry, you get adrenaline, you get a next release of energy. The man had energy to go, bruv. He should have that energy to go and put it on.
Well,
Usyk.
based on the judges scorecard. EJ, the one thing I can disagree with you there is based on the judges scorecard, he lost round 10, 11, 12 because that means because you're forgetting both. One judge gave it 115, 113 Usyk, and one judge gave it 115, 113 AJ. So the last, you're forgetting. So he won round 9 clearly. So he lost round 10, 11, 12. So that means he was up in round 9. You're forgetting that. So the plan wasn't bad. He just
lost the fight, bro. So that's it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, he lost the fight, and I'm trying to tell you, yeah, the game plan started to work for round 8. It just took too long. It was too long, and he gassed him because he took too long. He gassed himself out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So that's it, bro. Like
he would have, bro. But what I'm trying to tell you is, But what I'm trying to tell you is, if you implement those tactics early, you gas out earlier than round 8.
If you're landing your shots early, you're landing the shots in the body early. You're not gassing out. You're not missing. He wasn't doing nothing, bro. He weren't doing nothing. The jab was not prevalent in the fight. Halfway through the fight, bro. You're landing shots, you're not getting tired. And my man says it already. He should have adopted the bully tactics early. That's what he should have done. You're not talking about worried about getting tired, bro. You're the challenger. Bro, man, people want you to win. But you can't give it, you can't just be there. There was a round where he didn't do nothing and Usyk was peppering him up. I was like, yo, bro. I said, you're just giving the fight over, bro. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, real talk here. Like, I like the way I like AJ like the next man, but like, I'm not here to just.
No, I'm just saying, bro. Like you could say go to the body early, but like I said,
yeah, it was working.
He was getting countered anyway.
When he did. Countered, bruv. He hit man to the body. Bruv, when he hit man to the body, the referee came in and it was a low blow. Do it again, bro. That's what I'm gonna tell you. That's what you needed.
Hello, everybody.
What's going on, Edge?
Go on, Edge. You tell me.
Hey, you know what? I didn't see the fight.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I didn't see the fight. I missed it. I know obviously, yeah, AJ lost because I lost all my money. And so yeah, I have to watch the fight and see how it went down. But from what you guys are saying, looks like AJ didn't do what he was supposed to do on the night. Do you know what I mean? Everyone was saying aim to the body, and I think someone was saying that he ain't done that. He didn't even start doing that until round 8. And I'm like I don't know. You know what, man? I have to watch the fight and see what happened. Do you know what I mean? But it's just
He went to the body early. EJ will tell you, look, he went to the body early, but he didn't do it enough. That's the thing. He didn't do it enough. But what he does, what annoys me with AJ was when he hit Usyk and he hit him like with a jab or a right hand, he admired his work. He didn't push on. That's the thing. But what I'm saying is the reason why I know that is because when he did go to the body and start doing rough and tactics, round 8, 9, he gassed. Round 10, 11, 12, he got his ass beat. He got whooped.
Who got whooped? AJ got whooped or Usyk?
AJ got whooped from round 10. Round 10 was a good back and forth round, but towards like the last 30 seconds, from the last 30 seconds of round 10, 11, and 12, Usyk beat the hell out of him. He beat it because he was tired. He was round 9. He put everything into round 9. Like he rocked Usyk. Usyk was on the bending over. Like he was rocking him for at least like he was hurt for a good minute. AJ was just bullying him. But that's my point. What I'm saying is, EJ is saying we're saying okay, cool. He didn't implement the plan early, but the reason why, because he was saving himself because he knows that he could possibly go 12 rounds. What I'm saying is, if he does that in round 1, 2, 3, 4, by round 6 he's dead. So he clearly can't win the fight.
Yeah, but he lost the fight anyway. That's if you're saying with that, what you're saying is true. Like that's just a whole waste of time. The whole point was this fight was for him to get him out of there. He needed to get him out of there in 6 rounds, or else you might as well lose by knockout. It doesn't make no difference because
what his plan was.
Yeah, but that's a shit plan. That sounds like a shit plan to me. End of the day, like why are you saving your AJ? AJ knows he can't do like what he should have done. Like what AJ should have done is gone the Canelo route. I'm telling you, he should have done the Canelo route. Canelo route. This is what Canelo. This is why. Like this is what I was saying. Like AJ is not. The one thing I realized with AJ is that when you lose, this when you can realize the flaws. What I realized with AJ is that AJ and Canelo are the same. Canelo is not a fighter that can improvise in the ring. Like if things don't go well, he can't switch up or do something different. Do you know what I mean? He has a tactics, and then if it doesn't work, he will continue on with that tactics until the very end. He won't switch it up unless his coach will switch it up. So what he needed to do was he needed to stick, and he's the same fighter like gasses. He because of his big and muscular frame, he gasses up quickly. So what he needs to do is go the Canelo route. That's why I was saying to the Canelo route. Canelo, what he does is very smart. He goes in and just throws power shots to the arm, to the body, to the head, anywhere. He doesn't aim for the head. He aims for all parts of the body. He aims for the arms. When you numb his arm, he can't throw that shot. The problem is he's throwing. I can tell you right now. Was he throwing left hands? Like to AJ, I can tell you that now. You should have aimed for that left hand. Aim for his arm. Damage his arm. Break his arm if he has to break his arm. Then he won't be able to throw it as much. And then he won't be able to counter as much. And then you can aim for the body. Do you know what I mean? You break him apart. And if he throws one power shot, a couple of power shots, then he's not going to gas himself out. He can last longer rounds. Do you know what I mean? But like the team giving him wrong tactics, if that's the tactics that you're saying, it's just, do you know what I mean? If that's the tactics what you're saying, what's the tactics? It's the wrong tactics to go again. He probably need to find a new team. Get with Eddie Reynoso. Hello?
No. Sorry. I was just doing something. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying, for me, I knew adjustments would be a thing because Usyk makes adjustments in the ring. Like, AJ don't do that. But like I
you're not
said,
going to beat Usyk on points. Do you know what I mean? It's like you have to knock him out. And then the longer it gets, the more difficult it's going to get for AJ. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. But bruv, this is what I'm saying. When you watch the fight, you can't. Anyway, it's easy for someone to say, "Oh, yeah, close the distance." Blah blah blah. We know AJ's footwork is considerably slower than my man's. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So, what I say in the first, I think four rounds, AJ won. I had it 2-2. Everybody had it 2-2. Then what happened was, AJ was landing body shots, whatever. He was boxing all right, you know what I mean? But what kept happening was when he throws the lead right hand, Usyk would slip and counter. Yeah, even when he ducked, Usyk would counter with 2 shots. Cool. When it got to round 8, that's what I'm saying. That's when AJ said, "All right, cool. I've got a bit in the tank left. I'm gonna throw the kitchen sink." So that's what he did. He was like, "Okay, cool. I've got Usyk. I've worked the body for a bit of the rounds." He didn't work it obviously like crazy. When you watch the 9th, he went mad. Like it was one of them ones where
It was a waste of time, man. The way fight was a waste of time, bro. The man lost the fight, and that's it, bro. Like I like that's it. I don't want to hear none of that stuff. And the thing I was talking about when you see the thing is the way when I'm trying to say what the strategy I was trying to say when things are working, you stick it. Like if you hit him to the body and he complains to the ref, that means you're doing something right. Go back in there. He never went back there again. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. The jab was non-existent. He didn't go back to the area. Like if I hit a man soft and a man's complaining, I'm going back there again. Then that was set up the uppercut. But you see what happened? AJ too busy. He wasn't circling. The game plan was rubbish. But see Robert Garcia. I know Robert Garcia wanted AJ to go to the body, but Angel Fernandez took over in the. See, I was like, why is he taking over? Why did you bring Robert Garcia in? And then all of a sudden you're there telling AJ, and Robert barely said anything. And I was, what's this about? So he wanted to say his ego. Angel Fernandez want to take over, and that's why AJ, they never told him once in the corner, you're losing the fight. They were telling Robert was telling you're winning the fight. That's why AJ was surprised. So he lost the plot, bro. He thought he was winning the fight. And he thought he was winning the fight, bro. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? And then you're giving man's flag, and then when the man after the fight, the man's time to talk. AJ lost the plot, bro. Like it's very disappointing. It's upsetting, but he short circuited, bro, like an android or something like that. You know what I mean? AJ's my guy, bro. He short circuited.
No. It's like
the computer short circuited.
It's like was it Dolph Lundgren in Rocky 4?
Bro, more like Universal Soldier, bro. More like Universal Soldier, bro. He just short circuited. He fucking lost the plot, bro. He lost the plot. I ain't gonna lie. He had a mental breakdown right there, right there in the ring. I know. And you see the security. He's got his cousins. They couldn't stop him, bro. None of them. Even Derek tried to roll up and say, "Bro, need to chill." They couldn't do nothing. And that's what I'm trying to say. See, he knew who he was at that point. So why don't you be that guy in the ring? Because you know why? They trained him to be a fucking softie. Them man there need to come out the thing. Robert would have made him into an animal. He should have been an animal. If you got that energy to talk on the mic, then be that in the fucking ring, bruv. And you're right. I don't care if you get knocked out. You should be that in the ring. You should have went all out. It was too patient and trying to be too neat and precise, and that's long, bruv. That's long.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you know, you have one coach, you have 2 coaches in there that work together. Like
Angel took over, and he just took over, and he just took the grandstand. I was like, why is this guy? You brought Robert in, and you're grandstanding. It's very disappointing. It's very disappointing.
Angel is part of the old team. If you're going to get rid of people, get rid of everybody. Clear house, start again from scratch. Get a new coach, new trainer, one voice.
Fuck boxing, man. Loud boxing, bro. You don't get no respect anyway. So like AJ's look, but the way did you hear what he said, bro? Everyone's talking about how he lost the plot, how he had a short circuit after the thing, bro. Everyone's talking about this. The short circuit was nuts, bro.
Yeah, it was.
150, 113, 150, 113, 116, 112. Right, and that was the Ukraine judge because there's 3 judges, 1 judge from the UK, 1 judge from America, 1 judge from the UK. The Ukraine judge, and you see no one's holding him accountable. 116, 112. But bruv, Dan the man had it like that. I was like, bruv, the fight was closer, but
it was closer, bruv.
Usyk did win. Usyk won. Like,
yeah, he won but that's what I was saying. Usyk won. Yeah. When AJ completely gassed, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like from round 9, we all gave AJ round 9. He
weren't. He's just missing. He's just missing. Usyk's defense, right? When Usyk throwing punches, Usyk he wasn't landing properly because he was missing. He was missing because Usyk's defense is good. So it's like the guy is good. The guy is good. He was taking some hard shots from AJ, and he withstood them, and he deserved the win, and that's it. Come out the ring, hog the mic. You shouldn't have hogged the mic off the man's spotlight. You know what I mean? I've never seen, but you see, the thing is, he's short-circuited because you see, he's trying to act like Mr. Nice Guy for the longest. Stay humble. What happened to stay humble, brethren? What happened to them talks there?
Yeah, but listen, we all know. No. But what you're saying, we all know. That's like saying, like, why did AJ have Robert McCracken to be his career from when he became pro blood?
Listen, bro. Listen.
He had a different coach.
Eddie Hearn and them man there, he done a better job. But bruh, listen, AJ can still come again. But bruh, like, you see the way he's acting now, walking around like a savage. He should have been like that. Should have been like that, brethren. That's all I'm saying. Should have been
Still
that
got,
guy.
Like,
He was like, bruv. You see when he was acting after the ring, I was scared myself, bruv. It was like a Hulk, bruv.
yeah,
Everyone
not
just
gonna
moved
lie,
out.
it was
Bruv,
mad.
everyone moved out the way. Everyone moved out the way, bruv. Everyone moved out the way. He was revved up. He should have been that when he coming down the ring. When he was coming down to the ring, he should have been that guy. Where was that guy?
He should have, like, you know what, man? He should have said, you know what? I'm messing this guy up, man, straight from the get go.
He started flexing.
You know what I mean?
Started flexing.
He was
He
dressed
started
up.
flexing most of the time.
His ring gear was all in black. I thought he was gonna go Mike Tyson mode in there.
But
you
you
know
see,
what I
when
mean?
he come like that, he should have been playing Stormzy and the tune back in the days because he was trying to be Klitschko. AJ, listen, these people try to tell him how to be, and now AJ said, "You know what? Fuck everyone, brother. You lot don't understand. He wants sympathy as well after he lost. See, his ego can't take. He lost. He can't because that man in the corner never told him he was losing. They were telling him he was winning the fight. Robert was telling him he was winning the fight, Bridget. I got the press conference here ready to go because I don't know if that madman's going to turn up, you know. AJ's turned into in a skitsy, bruv.
What was I going to say?
You know the UK press, they're going to call him Mr. Jackal and Mr. Hyde out here, bruv. That's what they're going to call him. AJ Jackal, AJ Hyde, bruv. He turned into a nut.
That man,
nah, it went mad. I ain't going to lie, it went mad.
He did. He literally did.
I saw that on Twitter. I saw like someone posted it on Twitter, like his
lost the plot, man. Lost the plot.
And like to be honest with you, look, man, it was like half like savage, half trying to be humble at the same time. It was like he didn't know what to do in there.
All I know is when man saw him, listen, they parted like the Red Sea when they see him coming. Bro, I've never seen that like it, bro. He's security, they're not security, they're his friends. Bro, he moved them all out the way, bro, like easy.
Even Benga, blood. Benga's a big guy, though.
He just moved Benga like nothing, bro. So you got all that. You see what I'm trying to say? You got all that strength, and you're not putting it on Usyk, bro. What are you doing? No, look, real talk, bro. Like you got that energy after the fight, you got none in the fight. So what's going on? Are we acting? Are you acting? I don't know.
Well, no, bruv. This is what I'm saying. You're capping now, bro. Because this is what I told you. In the beginning, when the fight ended, yeah, man was talking to Usyk, bro. Man looked like he needed an oxygen tank. As soon as you're forgetting, the results came like 5-10 minutes after. Once, bruv, your resting heart rate's gonna go down, bruv. Calm down.
Everyone's got Twitter. AJ turned into a nutter, bruv. Turned into a nut. All that fucking. And listen, he just grabbed the mic, and Usyk was scared himself. He didn't want no. He said, "Leave him." Usyk didn't want because just give him the flag. He didn't want disrespecting the flag. So AJ,
hey, now wait. In the ninth round, were you going nuts?
Bro, when he started to put hands on him, it was look at it. Look, they got AJ. Look, listen to this. AJ's looking at it. They got AJ. Derek's trying to hold him. He's getting like a madman. He's left the ring.
Wait, hold on a second.
They started booing him.
I'm watching this now. So I want to see exactly what happened after the fight.
He's listening. He went mad, bruv. He went mad. He lost the plot, bruv.
I'm watching this now. Hold on a second.
Everyone's talking about the madness. Bruv. And the thing is, AJ could have destroyed the man. He just, bruv, it's this long, bruv. No, Robert, none of them could control him. No one. No, everyone's talking about it, bruv. Absolutely madness, bruv. Usyk had his least. Usyk got his say because his country's at war. AJ give him credit though, but bruv, listen, bruv, this boxing thing is crazy, bruv. This boxing thing, AJ lost the plot, man. He should have been losing the plot in the bloody fight. He was too passive, man. Bruv, he needs to get rid of the whole team. Them amateur people needs to get rid of them. Like, bruh, this is. I don't even know what to say to him, bruv. I don't know what to say to him, bruv. And I'm thinking what pictures to put up. I don't want to disrespect AJ, but bruh, AJ lost the plot, man. I was scared myself watching it on TV. He looked like he was going to knock out the Arabs there as well. You know what I mean? He's going to kill the Arabs and start eating people ringside, bruv. Act like a madman, Bridget. Act like a madman, bruv. Act like a sheer tearing nuts madman. It's sad to see. Sad. But you see, there's nothing you can do in it. Like, bruv, Eddie Hearn, see, when it's all going good, it's great.
You know what? Like, I just saw the footage of him switching. Yeah, it looks like he's pissed off at the coaches. You know.
Yeah,
He
of
looks
course
like
he was.
he's
They
pissed off
told him
for
he
the
was
punches.
winning. Yeah, because they told him he was
looked
winning.
He looked like he was gonna fight. I don't know who he was gonna fight. Like one of
They
the
was
coaches.
listen. Angel was in the. They never told him he was losing the fight. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He looked like he was going about to flip, and then Derek Chisora was trying to say, "Look,
oh yeah, I told you, bro.
Even Chisora was like, "Whoa, man,
man, it's long.
Hey, I'm war, but I'm here for peace now." Like, you know what I mean?
Derek, no one can hold AJ. When AJ, see, this is what I'm saying. You see, you found that he's a beast. See, so that's what he should have been. So my thing is there, Edge. Why didn't you do that in the fight, Bridge? So why you be that guy in the fight?
All right, like, look. What? Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he changes his team. Angel needs to go.
They all needs to go. Hey, Robert was okay. Robert was okay. Robert was okay. Robert was okay. Like, it's just Angel don't know. Angel got no clue because that strategy is bullshit, bruv. That's bruv. That is the word, bruv. That strategy was bullshit. It's bullshit.
He looked like he was switching on his team.
Yeah, he was.
And if it's correct, he's telling him because the whole point, the reason why he left his first team, is because they told him he was winning when he weren't. And if it happens again,
yeah, I told you.
You know what I mean? It happened again. But that's what I'm saying. You got Angel Garcia. Like, you should have got rid of him as well. He's part of that team.
Yeah, I would have done a better job against. But for this long, listen. He was too patient. Too patient. He should have went long time ago. Like, he should have went from start. He had it in him to start working the guy, but he didn't do it. And that's it. You got to kick yourself.
Somebody needs to tell somebody needs to go and tell them some hard truths and say, look, AJ, man, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you need to go in there and mess him up proper. Do you know what I mean? Don't go there like.
He's very good defensively, man. He's very good defensively, bro. He's not.
Yeah,
he's very.
It's good defensively, but what you do is if someone is good defensively, you break down the defense. You can't.
You're getting hit though. You're getting hit at the same time though.
Yeah, no, but you have to break down. Like, the problem is he's getting hit with the left hand. Like if he gets hit with the left hand by Usyk, yeah. And what you need to do is you have to take away that weapon.
You can't listen. Now listen. It wasn't that. That wasn't it. He should have been circling to the left, right, away from his jab. He should have been over the top of his jab and circling with his jab and hitting him with his jab. But he's sending straight. It wasn't. If you watch the fight, yeah, and you can't take away weapons, you need to be better. You need to be moved. There's a movement of how to beat southpaws, left hooks, right, straight rights. And there weren't enough, and he abandoned his jab. Like, you look the fight, he abandoned his weapons. He was doing head movement at the start, stopped doing the head movement. He stopped doing his jab. Then there's a point in the fight, Edge. He's not even throwing punches, just taking them. And then man are telling the corner he's winning. Trust me. See the press conference? I'm on it, bruv. That's where I'm on it. I got so many voice notes here on the WhatsApp group. I don't know why you don't even talk on the WhatsApp group. You're mad, like, bruv. You don't see it now. You don't see no notifications now, Edge. You don't want to join.
Look. It's just too many, man. I'm getting 50.
Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. You can't even see. That's where the knowledge is. But it's all good, Edge. But you see, the post press conference is coming up, right? And I want to see if AJ turns up with his madness, bro. Because that mad rant he was on, only he knows what he's on, and people are not gonna give him no credit for that, bro. They're gonna say like, bro, he just act like a madman in there, bro. And I was like, yo, where was you? Where was the fight, bro? Where was you? Why didn't you do the end the fight? That's what I'm saying. You should have been the madman, like a madman, angry, and he was too friendly with the guy. Because after the fight, you're angry, and then you talked on the mic for about at least 5 minutes after the fight when it was my man's turn. Bro, look at that. Your embarrassment yourself, AJ. See, look at that. Everyone's putting him as an embarrassment. Told you, people are putting it on him.
It's just what he didn't know how to handle it. I think this.
You haven't seen it though. You need to see it live.
Bro,
you know what he did, Edge? You know what he did? He got the belts, yeah? The Ring magazine and Dolby threw on the floor, bro. Threw the belts on the floor. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. It was worse than what you seen. He threw the belts on the floor, bro. Yeah. I
saw how he was pissed off. I just think he just looked pissed off at his coaches, man.
Nah, man.
Like,
they probably.
He looked pissed off at his team. He was shouting at somebody in his team, and he was gonna go over there.
He was shouting at. He lost the plot, man. He wasn't shouting at anyone. He just lost the plot. And then he's like a big giant, and no one could do nothing about it, bro. He lost the plot, bro. Yeah, it's just scary. He looked like a big scary giant. and no one wanted no words with him, bro. I'm telling you right now. They said, "Yo, let me cut out." That's it.
Okay, look, I can't see him throwing the belts.
Nah, he got the belt to the belt. He holding them up and just dropped them, bruv. There's something to say. You have to see the whole.
Like,
yeah, just drop the belts. Yeah, look at you. You didn't even. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, this shit is serious, bruv. It's just really bad. Really, really, it's a bad look, bruv. It's a bad look, bruv. See, everyone's talking about it. I did like a madman. Like a madman.
No, but like this is not normally how Anthony Joshua's lost before, and he doesn't normally act like that. And I think he is pissed off at the team. I think the fact that like
no excuses.
Yeah,
no excuses.
man.
No one here. No excuses. Don't want to hear that. Yeah, because if he won, and my man, if Thingy went on like that, they would say, "Yo, just like you can't do that. That's not the way to conduct yourself, innit? You're not the way to conduct yourself. It's just not, right? That's it. Simple. You're better than that. He knows that. Remember, what happened to stay humble? What happened to stay humble, brethren? See, you see what you fronting it. You know what I'm trying to say to you, bro? Like, man, it's a bad look, yeah. It's a bad. He went like Mike. He's lucky he didn't bite Usyk's ear off. Look at Edge. Edge is sneaking it in, you know. Edge making me laugh, you know. He's lucky he didn't bite his ear off, bruv. Everyone's talking about it, man. It's embarrassing, man. Acting like a madman, bruv. Are you listening to the voice notes or something? We listen to the voice notes.
I see what he said to Usyk. Did you hear that?
No, what did he say?
Oh my god.
What did he say?
He lost the plot. AJ lost the fucking plot.
You talking about you listen? Are you listening to what he actually said in the ring, innit? Right?
Yeah.
I know.
I'm seeing what he said to Usyk.
I know.
Like, oh my god, I didn't see that bit. Oh my god.
I told you. He lost the plot. It was mad. It was a mad
He's
rant.
Lost it, mate. He's lost it, mate. He's lost it. Like he's lost it, man. He's lost it. But look, man. It's hard to take, man. Defeats are hard, man. Like, I don't
want to hear nothing, bro.
It's hard.
You gotta be humble. No, bro. He's the one who says stay humble.
I felt sorry for Usyk. You know what I mean? I felt sorry for Usyk in that moment.
Usyk's all right.
Usyk was like, calm down, like, and you can see that Usyk, AJ was upset and stuff. He was trying to calm it down and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, man, AJ's just pissed off. He's lost, man. He's just like, you know what I mean? Yeah, look, the Savage AJ came out. Well, like, you know what I mean? I ain't got no sympathy for AJ. You should have been doing that in the fucking ring, mate. You should have been done that in the ring, like in the first 6 rounds. Like, don't do all that Savage now, like.
Yeah, you see what I'm trying to tell you.
He thinks he won the fight.
But that's what. There you go. But that's what they told him. So they're telling him in the corner, you got dishonest in the corner. You're losing the fight. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got too many yes men in the corner. He's losing the fight. Thank you.
Yeah, he thinks he won the fight, and then it's like it makes sense now when I see him like that. And then after speaking to Usyk, he comes out and then he thinks like he's speaking to his team, like, why the fucking tell me that I fucking won? So it looks like he's pissed off at his team. I don't know. I'll be surprised. I'll be shocked if he's got there's
a video say. Let's this video say, okay, he's upset. Yeah, Derek just saw a reaction to Anthony Joshua, so he's basically saying, "Oh, Anthony Joshua's upset." Let me see. This is behind the gloves, isn't it, with Michelle Joy Phelps? Let me see what she's saying. All right, let me see what it said.
Oh yeah.
Your thoughts on?
No, I said in my interview, we got past 6 rounds, 7 rounds. It's gonna be a long night for us. You know, everything else, we did everything else right. You know, we hit the body, roughed him up, hit him everywhere, not beating him. You know, he did everything right. But we lost the fight to that.
Derek, there's a lot of missing context with what happened in the ring. Do you happen to know what that was?
What was happening? I don't know. He's just upset.
Yeah.
You know, he's upset.
Do you think it was at the result, or was it something someone said?
You don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
He's just upset.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, of course he's upset, bruv. He got pinned up, bruv. He got pinned up.
Yeah, look, man. To me, in this interview, he just sounds like he's overall upset. He's upset because he thinks he won. He thinks he's won and he's lost.
Oh look, and just still talking now. What's this bullshit? Oh look, who the fuck you talking to?
Let me have a look and see what he says.
Let me see this one. And he's talking. He's losing the plot here. Let me see this one. He said, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" Hold on. This is me. So this is getting more wilder as we going on, you know. Oh shit! Listen, he should have been there in the fight, though, bruv. He should have been there in the fight, bruv. If you got listen, he acted like the madman. I've seen guys like that in fights, you know. They're acting all heavy after the fight. Bruv, where was that? Where was that energy? Where was that same energy? Here we go.
Good job, Tim. Good work. Keep it professional. What are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Someone told him to keep it professional.
Yeah, I see where they keep it professional. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
What point is that?
See, some guys say keep it professional. Like he took it. That was the referee. That was the referee. That was the old referee, and the black referee was in the ring earlier on. I mean, shit. Just like
I want to have a look at this. I want to have a look at this week as to Usyk and how Usyk responded. Let me look at this again.
Everyone.
Yeah, man, he lost the plot, man. I'm surprised, like AJ, but like you know what I mean. It's emotional, man.
Everyone's talking, bruv. Waste of time. Everyone's talking about this shit, bruv. I missed a whole. I need to catch up on these messages, man. I need to catch up on these messages.
I watch it. It's still as cringy, man. It's just cringy looking at AJ.
It's cringy, isn't it?
Basically, you went to Usyk's face and said you didn't win that fight. How did you?
Don't lie. Is that what he said?
Yeah. He's saying like he's basically saying like you didn't beat me. How did you beat me? Like I'm the better man. I'm a man of tough. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying, man? Oh my god.
Yeah, should have done it. Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight.
He's lost it. He's fucking lost it.
Yeah, I told you, man. Go in and go out.
God, man. I can't even watch it. It's so cringy, man. I'm like, AJ, don't do this. Don't do it.
The post-fight press conference has started already? No, I ain't started yet. It ain't started yet. When that starts, bruv, AJ gonna get roasted. He's gonna start going off. You see, he's getting like he wanna beat everyone up now. He wanna beat people up in the corridor. Wait. See, he's short-circuited like Universal Soldier, bruv. It's embarrassment, yeah, and childish. Today he got schooled. He didn't get schooled, didn't he? He was in a close fight, bruv. For pop-up, for he just couldn't handle it. I agree, he couldn't handle it. That's true. Welcome to the real world, yeah. At least Wilder had his loss better. No, Wilder lost the plot. Nah, bruv. In fact, you know that's a good point, yeah. Both of them, yeah. Wilder and AJ, they lost the plot, bruv. So that's a good point. That's a good point.
Look.
AJ has started. AJ has to start all over again. Not really. Nah, not really. He still can sell out a stadium. But bruv, he's at bruv. The people want to see him even more now because there's like you should have been like that in the ring, bruv. He should have been like that in the ring. What's this?
No, I want to see Wilder versus AJ.
It's an total battle. Yeah. Go on.
You want to see Wilder versus AJ? Like I would still want to see that fight. Wilder versus Fury versus AJ. I still want to see that fight. Styles make fights. It could be that Usyk's all wrong for AJ, but then Fury and AJ fight maybe might be different. Do you know what I mean? Because Fury's a taller fighter, it could be different. AJ's struggling with smaller fighters.
All that media training and things. He should be able to let loose. He's too hold back, man. He's too reserved. You know what I mean? And now he's letting it go. AJ's scared to risk, getting knocked out, to win, Pride is a pride thing. Yeah, that's what it is. It's true. That's probably why he don't fight that way. He's worried about getting chinned. So now after the fight, he's letting rip, bruv. It's true. I hear Dan the man's back again. Bloody yo, what's up, Dan? Edge is here, bruv. What's going on?
Yo, what's up? You guys hear me?
Yeah, nice and clear.
Yeah. What's up, Edge?
What's happening? You right?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I just had to step out momentarily, but I'll be on here real quickly. But let me just say this, man. We can all ridicule AJ for the way he behaved after the fight, which we all know. We all agree it's uncalled for. It was unprofessional, trying to steal Usyk limelight away from him. Then he being congratulatory afterwards. I get all that. but I think he needs to take a mental break. What I mean by that, get away from boxing for a while, man. You don't need to step back in the ring right now.
Man, I only know something. Only thing. Did you? Hold on. Did you hear? Yeah. Did you hear that he said Usyk didn't win the fight? That's what.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that's my whole point. He went up to him and told him, "Nah, man, you ain't strong enough. How'd you beat me? You got skill, but I got strength. How'd you beat me? How'd you beat me?" I'm like, dude, relax, dude. Even your promoter even told you lost the fight. Relax.
Nah, man. It's, but
I
I'm trying to tell you.
I think what happened is that part of that is that his team didn't tell him that he was losing the fight. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he was shocked. I don't think he was prepared.
Because they didn't tell him.
Well,
I mean, here's what I don't get.
Also, what didn't help was the first judge got him winning the first fight. So he was thinking in his mind he won. And then when the judge gave the scorecard, I won the first. The judge gave me the first score, so he's thinking, yeah. And then when the other two gave it to Usyk, he's thinking, no, I got robbed. Blah 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? So that did not help. That did not help in the mindset, especially he's all emotional. The mindset, thinking, I got robbed. Blah 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? And now he's like, oh, you didn't beat me. You didn't beat me. So I can understand the kind of mindset from that point of view.
Listen. AJ's crazy. See, AJ's gonna see. AJ's crazy. Look, what's he talking about?
I can't. It's just cringe.
Bro, I've never. He had a mental breakdown. The mental breakdown. Bruv, that's a mental. Bruv, that was crazy.
Hey, you know what? Hey, can I say something? Dillian White had been saying this about AJ for a long time. He's like, dude, everything he's at, all this.
But he can talk. He can talk. He's the one. He said Tyson Fury is just cheated, pushed him on the ground. They all listen. You know what?
Now he's talking about he sprained his ankle when he got up.
Bro, let me tell you, I realize all these boxers, all these boxers, they've all made excuses. You know, I realize they've all made excuses. So I'm not going to blame AJ. I think they can't take it. Their ego can't take it. That's what it is.
To be honest with you, I haven't got a problem with fight. I said this to Dan earlier. I said I haven't got a problem with fighters making excuses because there's always a reason why you think you lost. Every time you fight, there's always a reason. You didn't do this hard enough. You didn't do enough punches. There's always a reason. The problem I have is the type of reasons that you're giving. Do you know what I mean? It's like when David Hay lost to Klitschko, he blamed his little.
Oh, my toe hurt.
Come on. It's like, come on. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, listen to this. He says his corner said he was winning all the rounds. Yeah, maybe he was angry. That's what it was, bro. They were telling him he was winning the rounds.
Yeah,
I heard Robert saying it anyway. You're winning the round. You're doing good. I was like, bro, that's a lie. There was a round where he was. Bro, there was a round he was just getting peppered up, and he wasn't throwing no punches. Yeah. Now look, I had Usyk winning by like 2 rounds or whatever. Like, but Usyk definitely won. I had him unanimously, whatever. But bruv, listen. Even if they told him that, like, why he's got all the energy. Where's that energy in the fight, bruv? Where's the energy in the fight, bruv? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson. The second fight when Tyson bit his ear off, I'm like getting all crazy trying to punch the security.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, where's all that energy when you're in the Holyfield fight?
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
where's the energy? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it's the same thing, man. You know, look, I understand he's frustrated.
I know what you're saying, Dan, about like what he should do, but I'm be honest with you. No. Eat the fucking loss, right? Eat the fucking loss. Give the man his respect, and no one think any of it goes. Look, the guy won, and keep it moving. But the way he's like crazy, bro. I like it though, but I'd have liked him to do it in the ring. That's all I would have did. I'd have liked that sort of madness in the ring. He acted too, and my man said it in the chat. Yeah, AJ was actually too safe here because he didn't want to get knocked out, bro. My man, you see when he walked like a bad man, yeah. Derek couldn't hold him. His security couldn't hold him. The crowd couldn't hold him, and everyone was scared of him, bro. Everyone was scared of him. So where was the animal? Where was the animal when you was coming to the ring? You should have been the animal.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be real, dog. I don't fear no man. I don't care how big and tall you are. But watching him get enraged like that, I would have stayed away from him too. I'm like, nah, man, you need space.
I was getting.
I was scared looking at him.
Yeah. And see. So watch this year. If he came to the ring with that fucking same badness, how he turned around and came back, walking, talking nuts, to the ring, he would have scared you, bruv. That's how you gotta be, bruv. You should have been on that energy. I don't want to hear no bullshit after the fight. You're complaining, oh, you didn't beat me, and I got skills. This is skill out the brother. And then look, they got the belts. He's got the belt, and he dropped the belts he dropped in the garbage.
Yeah, he said fuck the belts. He said that. He said fuck the belts. He threw them. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's the picture, bro. That AJ.
No, like,
That was the narrative, though. Or we want to be undisputed. That's what caused him to fucking. That's what caused him in his whole seat. Look at this bullshit.
Yeah, like I think that's his word of rage. Because at first, when you look at contest, I thought he was angry at Coke, but I think he's angry because
see, I got character and termination. Listen to this guy. Listen to this guy. Listen to this bullshit. AJ lost the plot, bro.
We heard it, man. We heard it already, dude. We heard it already.
And Usyk's trying to calm him down. You know, that's the worst. It's like Usyk's scared of him, bro.
No, Usyk. I don't think Usyk was scared of him. He even walked to him. Was like, dude, you need to fucking relax. All right.
He didn't say that, bro. No, Dan. He
looked scared. He walked to him. He walked up to him.
He wanted the flag back. He wanted the flag.
He was trying to calm down. He was trying to calm him down.
Usyk was scared of him, bro. He looked scared of him, bro. He looked like a madman, bro. He looked shook, bro. He's on fucking Usyk. Just get quiet, bro. When he grabbed the mic, Usyk want no part of it, bro. Leave him. Because you know he's having a breakdown, he's lost. And Usyk's like, I've won. I don't need to say anything. Let him use the and that was it. Hey, Shay, what's going on, Shay? Unmute yourself, Shay, if you're gonna say something. Shay, you got something to say? Shay, go ahead.
Yes, he's saying.
Yeah, where you at? You outside, yeah? Where you at? You outside?
Nah, yeah, I'm driving. Am I not clear?
Go on, give it. Yeah. It's moving. But go on, give us your take. Go ahead.
You know what? I heard you were saying about he's a madman, and you know what? AJ's a human. He lost it. You know what? He lost it. He's trained for 5 months. He lost his shit. That's it. And that's what it comes down to. I don't think there's anything that wrong with that. You know what I mean? Man got punched up those last 4 rounds. Punched up. Took serious punches with nothing coming back. And he lost it. He lost his head.
They told him in the corner, they told him he was winning.
No, they told him that was in the 4th, 5th round, and I think he was winning. I think when he said that, it was a 4th round, I think, and I think he was winning, or he was at least drawing. It wasn't that bad, you know. I'm reflecting on it. Like what he said is true. AJ was about to go to jail when he was 18.
I don't want to hear that stuff, though. I don't want to hear that stuff, though. I don't want to hear no sympathy. I don't want to hear no sympathy.
No sympathy.
Nah, you want man to be sorry for you, bruv. You lost the fight. It's the champion's time. You're not supposed to grab the mic today.
No, EJ, hold on 1 minute. I'm just gonna get the violin. 1 minute.
You see what I'm saying? He's gonna get the violin. No, I'm trying to tell you, Edge. Go on, Shay. Go on.
Listen, at the end of the day, he is a human. He is lost. No, come on. He's lost his shit.
I don't want to hear no babysitting, bruv. Bruv, the man's scared. Bruv, you know, the way the man was walking around, I kid you not, everyone in the building and the whole place was scared, bruv. He looked at
Of course they were.
Yes,
AJ was gonna.
Hold up. Why don't you come with the energy? Like, and you know when I told you about when you step over the rope and all them things how people are scared. Why
I agree.
You don't really believe, bruv. You see, when after the fight, he's losing the plot. You know why? Because his team lied to him, bruv. And you see what I'm trying to say? This is when you get these yes men around you. Man, if I was going to call your brother, you're losing the fight, you know? What do you mean? You're losing the fight. That strategy, you need to take it to him and pull it on. And he knew. But that corner, he hung around them idiot man there, Angel Fernandez, Robert, yeah? Why? I don't know why Robert wasn't the main trainer. Angel took over. I was like, yo, why is this guy taking over? He's clearly. Come on, go
can I say something real quickly about that? Hey, but here's the thing. I have to allude to this interview that Robert Garcia did about a day ago, maybe 2 days ago. He said that yes, we have some, we have our challenges in training camp, and he alluded to the fact that AJ sometimes doesn't like being told what to do. He hates it. It's like if he doesn't like it, he doesn't want to listen. So it's like that. He's like at that point, it's like okay. Yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah, he's like a big baby, but he's rich though. He's the boss, and this is what I'm saying. When you're paying people's bills, no one tells you. But Robert was telling. But in the corner, Angel with his fucking egotistical self took over control. Now the press conference is there now, yeah. I don't know if AJ's gonna turn up or
I don't
whatever.
think he's gonna turn up. If he turns
No,
up,
no,
I'll
no,
get.
no, come on. Why are you gonna say stuff like that? AJ's gonna
Well,
turn
I hope
up.
he does. I hope he does.
Yeah, AJ's gonna turn up. He'll turn up because Eddie Hearn goes, look, you need to face the media and you need to fucking address the madness, the Jekyll and Hyde. But I like that. You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I like the Jekyll and Hyde. That's what I'm saying. I liked it. No, I did. You know, it reminds me of one of them scary movies when someone turns into an animal and people running for their lives, bro.
The beast, the werewolf.
Yeah,
werewolf.
yeah, werewolf. Here's Usyk's just come. He's on the stage now, and I don't want to hear what Usyk has to say. Dan's more interested.
Nah, I don't have to hear him. No, he's the champion.
But you know they're gonna ask him. They're gonna ask him when AJ lost the plot, bro, because that's all everyone's gonna be talking about, bro.
Yeah, unfortunately, that moment took away Usyk's glorious moment for winning the fight.
No, I didn't. No,
it did a little bit because that's what we're talking about.
No, he didn't.
That's what we're talking about right now.
Probably added to the whole occasion. He made a champion, a beloved champion, revered and respected champion turn into a madman. That's cool, bruv. That's headlines in itself. AJ turned. You see what it's called? The rage on the Red Sea. AJ turned into the rage. He turned into the rage, bro. He turned into the madman. He had everything in his favor. The weather, you can see the weather was in his favor. The ring was much smaller, and the tactics was bullshit though. I said, he should have been on it from the first round. Round 8, he should have been attacking him from round 8. All right, let's go. Let's see what they have to say. Let's see this bullshit. I want to hear what they have to say, bro. Because, like, bro, I want to hear this bullshit. Usyk, Usyk took AJ's bombs. I give him respect. I don't like the idea that AJ did that because we're ready now. There you go. They tested now in the mic, innit? The Ukrainians are running. The Ukrainians are good, bro. They got the belts. They're gonna bring the belts back to Ukraine. Good luck for him, man.
Yeah, let's see Tyson Fury come out and fight Usyk because I want to see that fight.
This is fucking crazy, bro.
What's gonna be?
Is he?
Is anybody gonna be MC? Do we have an MC to introduce?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So, here we are.
See, no one. See, they all shocked. They ain't got no one introduced them, and they got to talk for themselves.
Fresh, defended titles. Heavyweight Oleksandr Usyk. Please greet him. Give him a round of applause.
That's it. Good job, AJ. Good job.
Well deserved.
Shut up, then.
Well deserved.
This kind of press conference should be more about questions rather than any kind of statements. So,
yeah, I agree.
As long as we saw, Alex has made his statement in the ring.
Yeah, he did.
Especially in the round number 10. So, I'm not sure who's conducting the.
Yes,
right here. If there's no one here, so. Oh,
yes.
Thank you very much.
Alexander, congratulations. Can you just talk us through how that fight was different to September, please?
Joshua, put Joshua in the madman. See that guy who Joshua is talking madness. That's what people want to see. Wilder's on a mad one as well, you know.
One judge.
You know, AJ's gonna say he cheated. Where you gonna say?
Well, at least Wilder didn't explode at the fucking press conference. He didn't go though, but I'm just saying he didn't explode in the ring.
They're talking about AJ. They're talking about one. They're talking about the judge who gave it to AJ. They can't believe that one.
Yeah, that's odd.
This fight that was taking place just 1 hour ago.
Дуже важливий був для моєї країни.
It was extremely important for my country.
Для моєї команди.
For my team.
І особисто для мене.
And personally for me.
Тому що я боксував за всю країну.
Because I did box for the whole country.
Та за пол міра.
And the half of the world.
Yeah. Він відрізнявся тим, що незважаючи на те, що я можу контролювати свої емоції, я трошечки, але переживав.
It differed as well that in spite of my ability to control the emotions, I was worrying a bit.
Особисто в 9-му раунді.
Especially in the round number 9.
Ну це був елемент сюрприз.
But that was a surprising element.
AJ brought it to him, bro. Brought the heat.
Ентоні в той час, коли був 8-й раунд, він подумав, що він вже виграв. Я це побачив в його глазах. Може, такого і не було, я не знаю.
I'm not sure whether I'm right or not, but I saw in round number 8, I saw in AJ's eyes that he was feeling victorious already.
Але я повторював
He had a good
собі,
round 8. That's the round I
ти не
remember.
можеш зупинитися.
Yeah, he good
Ти
round
не
8.
можеш зупинитися.
And I kept telling myself, you cannot stop. You can't stop. You cannot stop.
Доволі багато стояло на кону.
Some big things were at stake.
І слава Богу, перемога є. Пояси їдуть в Україну. Україна переможе.
And thanks God, the belts are coming back to Ukraine. The victory is with us, and Ukraine won.
Right, second question here.
Oleksandr, congratulations.
What's the question, bro?
Sorry, second question here.
Oleksandr, congratulations. Antoine from ITV News. In terms of coming into this fight, people said that if AJ was able to use his size, that he'd be able to defeat you. Obviously, in round 9, he did use his size, but you remained on your feet and you go home to Ukraine with the belt. So does that make today's victory a little bit sweeter because every strategy that they threw at you, you were able to still be victorious?
Joshua's stock has risen tonight. We saw the real AJ afterwards as well, didn't we? Did you think he won?
No, I didn't think he won. I thought it was a very close fight, but I thought it was 115, 113 because of the last 3 rounds. That 10th round from Usyk, I couldn't believe it. I ran over at the end of the 9th. I said, "You've got him. He's done." And he just came out. It was one of the best heavyweight rounds, like performances of the round I've ever seen. And he deserved the win because, you know, those 3 rounds he ran away with a fight.
So, like many of us, you had AJ 5-4 up after 9.
Yeah, all very close. You know, 5-4 either way. Draw. I don't know, but you know, I thought to myself, he's going to win these last rounds and win the fight, and you can't. You know, this is why he's pound for pound number 1. And AJ, you saw his reaction. It was passion, devastated. You know, but he wanted to win so bad, and he just wasn't quite good enough. But he lost a split decision to the pound for pound number 1. I hope he's not too ashamed of that, because it was a much better performance than the first fight.
Well, he never looked truly hurt. He inflicted a lot of pain and damage on Usyk, who, as you say, had to use all his tricks to stay in there for 12 rounds. And he just got... It's an improved AJ we've seen, basically, isn't it?
It's a good performance, but, you know, the problem is, like I said, when you're in with the pound for pound number 1, you know, it's very difficult to overcome him. I still felt like he started a bit slow. I still feel like he needed to let his hands go more, but it's easier said than done. We said that in the build-up, you know, but he hurt him repeatedly to the body, to the head in the 9th, and, you know, maybe he'll kick himself a little bit for not edging on earlier in the fight, but again, those championship rounds from Usyk were just incredible.
Now, come on, you're the man that can sell sand to the Arabs, Edward of Arabia. Where do you take AJ next? And have you got a deal with Usyk as well?
No, listen, Usyk's free to do what he wishes, and you know, he's going to move forward and probably try and fight for the undisputed championship. You know, but we'll see what happens. AJ, now people talk in this build-up about him retiring. I don't, you know, when you lose a split decision to the pound for pound number 1, why would you even contemplate? It's about passion. It's about if you still want it. And look, you see how much he wanted it by his post-fight interview. You know, he's going to take some time. I'd like to see him back out. Maybe even in late December. You know,
who do you think? Who do you feel?
Fights for him? Dillian White, Deontay Wilder. You know, so many guys in the top. There's even some Brits coming through, maybe in a couple of fights as well.
Hrgovic.
You know, he's now mandatory for Usyk. But you know, it's we just got to see what he wants to do ultimately, and you know, it's I think going to be a tough defeat to take, but he'll be back.
Yeah, well, fuck that shit. Usyk's still doing the press conference. Let me go to the presser. He's still talking. Bloody hell, man. But there's not more to say, really. Like, you know what I mean? Like, AJ, that was Eddie Hearn. Nothing more to say. Negative.
Yeah, man. Look, I think. Right. Look, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people. I was looking at interviews. A lot of people saying that it was better than the first fight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was better than the first fight.
Yeah, it was.
Do you know what I mean? So like, it was a better performance, and people are saying he was up until the 9th round, and that's similar to the first fight. Do you know what I mean? It was like, this is it. Usyk is a tough fighter. Like, he's pound for pound. He's undisputed, undefeated. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's a good. People underestimate Usyk, but I just think that, like, I just don't know, man. It's just yeah, look, it's disappointing, but
Well, Edge, let me ask you a question. Edge, let me ask you a question. What do you think he should do, man? You think he should take some time off, or you think he should get back in the ring, like you said, as a said?
Me personally, I don't think he should take time off. Like, the problem is that the problem with these fighters, they're taking too much time off.
That's
like, why are you fighting twice a year? Like, he hasn't fought in over a year. Why are you gonna take another year and fight after a year?
That is true. He hasn't been active. Yeah, he hasn't been active.
I think that's part of the problem, as in why the performances are not as good as what it should be as well, because you're not getting repetition in big fights as constantly as what you should be doing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I think that it needs to be at least fighting minimum twice a year, maybe even 3 times a year. Like, especially if you're not taking too much punishment. It's like, there's no reason why you're taking half a year. If you got knocked out and you got beat up, okay, fair enough, I can understand. But if you ain't even taking hardly any punishment, and you winning, why are you taking half a year off or a year off?
That's a good point, because at the end of the day, when you're in a position like Anthony Joshua, and you're making probably close to $80 million in the bank, and you're still making money at grossing probably like minimum $40 million a year. And the fact is that you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself mentally, why do I need to work hard? I'm in a great position. I can fight just one. And the fact is, when you do that, and you have technical deficiencies, you're going to regress when you do that. So I see what you're saying, but from a mental standpoint, I think he needs to just work on that. That's just my point.
Yeah, but the thing is, you got to understand, when they do mandatories, they can pick their opponents, because when you're the champion, you only defend your belt once a year. You got mandatories, and you're the champion. You can walk around the champion, endorsements, monies. No longer like, for example, so you win the championship, you got kind of 6 months reign of trying to get endorsements, money, sponsors, underarm, and all that shit. That's what comes with it, right? So there's no, if you're too busy in the ring fighting, you might lose it, and that's what's happened. Now, if you lost, do the endorsements go? Usyk, now all of a sudden Usyk, ESPN, now there's a bidding war between ESPN and Sky and blah 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 to show Usyk's fight, because bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, that Anthony Joshua put on a really great fight. Now the Tyson Fury fight, if they get him ESPN, that's one of the biggest fights in boxing. That's one of the biggest fights in boxing, and the world will be interested in that fight right there. So Usyk right now is in the biggest money fight. You know what I mean? No black guys in that, by the way. Two European guys. Letting you know. Right? And he's out. We didn't know. And Andy Joshua Wilder are going to fight for patents. And when they was at the top of the world, they couldn't get it done. But this, I don't think Usyk's going to have no problem getting with Tyson Fury. And I think they make that easy. I don't think there's no big thing. There's not going to be no big stumbling blocks. Eddie's got nothing, bro. You've got nothing. Andy Joshua, who's on a short fuse, lost the plot, hanging around with Derek Chisora like a madman. And bro, he's a madman walking around London now, bro.
I mean, the fact is that you got 3 losses on your record, 2 to the same guy, and got knocked out in 1. So it's like, look. Here's the thing: he could still go on. I'll tell you this: the heavyweight division needs Anthony Joshua. Let's be real. We still need him in the heavyweight division. The fact is that, again, I think to get him back in the title contention, will it take long? I don't know, but I don't know. What do you guys think? You think he'll be? It'll take him longer to get back in title contention after this?
I think he'll.
He's already ranked. He's ranked number 3. He's in the top. He's in the top 5 already.
Yeah, he'll get back in the title contention because
easy. Because you know what? Easy because he generates the most. He generates money. Yeah, because the thing is, the Wilder and AJ fight can happen now. For what? You know what I mean? When these guys were the top, that fight should have happened. See that bullshit. See, I don't think. Listen, this is what I'm trying to say to you. When the opportunities is there, take him. Wilder got offered 100 mil, didn't take it. AJ offered the Wilder fight, they didn't get over the line. Now Eddie was a stumbling block. Now look at this. There's no stumbling block with Usyk and these guys. They look at the money, they look at Fury, and you look at the undisputed champion. Fury's gonna say, "Yeah, I'll fight him." He's not because he look at AJ. Even bro, Fury. If they fight that fight, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like I ain't picking Fury. I know I ain't picking Fury, bro. I can't
Me neither. I'm not picking Fury to win that fight. I'm sorry. I'm not picking Usyk. I think Usyk beats him.
No, Fury definitely beat Usyk.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you what.
Fight.
Otto Wallin and Steve Cunningham. Because Fury's gonna have another Steve Cunningham. Yeah, not the southpaw.
No, because because Fury will play dirty and use his weight. He will go up to like 168 pounds, and he will use his weight to lean.
Don't forget the Jared Anderson rumor that he got knocked out in sparring.
Oh, that happened. He got knocked out. He got beat up by Jared Anderson and F.A. Jabba. Both of those guys put hands on Fury. Both of those guys.
Fury.
Yeah, he got knocked out badly by Jared Anderson. Bad.
That's why he faked it like he had COVID and shit.
Yeah, he wasn't ready at that time. He wasn't ready. He needed more time to prepare.
I mean, come on now. Fury is the best heavyweight. He ain't gonna lose to Usyk. He's just a different. Fury's a different level. But the question is whether he will fight Usyk. I don't know if he's going to be motivated to fight Usyk. That's the problem. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think he will. Well, you know what's funny though?
Yeah,
I was going to say real quickly. You know, Alexander Usyk 3 days ago or 2 days ago said that Fury actually ducked the Usyk fight. Remember that conversation? But Joshua stepping aside and Dillian White, they all agreed to that. They all did. But Fury was the one who said, "You know what? I'm not fighting Usyk until I get an interim fight," and that's what killed the fight.
This is why I don't know if he's going to be fighting Usyk, because he could have fought Usyk back then.
Yeah.
He could have fought Usyk back then, and AJ was going to accept step-aside money for the fight to happen. Do you know what I mean? And he turned it down. So if you're turning it down when it's on the table, then why are you gonna take it now? What would be the difference? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You want to fight him? You don't want to fight him. Of course, he doesn't want to fight Usyk.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's motivated enough to fight Usyk. I think if it was AJ, he'll definitely do it. But because it's Usyk, I don't think he'll do it. Not because he's afraid that he'll lose, just because I just don't think he just doesn't rate.
He's afraid. No, he is afraid.
No, he doesn't want another Steve Cunningham moment. He doesn't want a Steve Cunningham moment. He don't want to go through that again. If you look at that fight,
I don't think Tyson Fury is scared of anybody.
No, he's not scared of anybody. I'm just saying though, if you look at the Cunningham fight, the way Cunningham was putting hands on him in the first 4 rounds, he didn't want to go through that again. He can't deal with movers. That's the thing by Tyson Fury. He can't deal with guys with better foot speed than him or faster hands. He can't deal with guys like that.
AJ's crazy, bro. AJ's crazy. Listen, AJ's crazy, and the way he grabbed Usyk and grabbed him and pulled him and yanked him, it's like, yo, you should have did that in the fight, bro. I'm very disappointed, but at the same time, I like the way he's ranting and raving like a madman. Like a madman, bruv. And it's all over Sky Sports as well. He lost, he short-circuited like Universal Soldier all over the planet. And bruv, like stay humble is gone, bruv. That's seriously gone. Stay humble.
That AJ is gone. We ain't getting him back. Well, that facade that is, as Dillian White will put it out, that's gone. And
Tyson Fury, 1 second. Tyson Fury has confirmed that he's not retiring.
Yeah, I know. Whatever. Yeah, I believe it when I see it.
He said he's not retiring. So.
Dude, we didn't believe it the first time he said it, man.
Well, he's an idiot because you just gave away your linealship to Alexander Usyk. You a freaking idiot.
Oh, he got the ring belt?
Yeah, Usyk got the ring and he's the lineal. He's a recognized champion now. Fury gave that up like an idiot, and now he can't come out and say that I'm the lineal champion. You know, you're not. You're not recognized anymore.
Yeah,
you're not.
That sucks, man.
Yep.
They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that. They should have waited to he got the WBC belt, you know, at least.
Well, you know what's funny about that? Speaking of WBC, you know the Wilder and Helenius fight is for the final time eliminator. You know that, right?
Yeah, well, because Wilder's next in line. Shit.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. And speaking of Wilder, he was asked about Tyson Fury's so-called retirement yesterday. He was like, look, you know, based on what's going on right now with his legal problems, he may retire, but there's other stuff that I know that I'm privy to, but I can't talk about it. I want to know what that's about.
It's the investigation.
Yeah, well, he said there's other stuff too, but he said he can't talk about it. So I don't know what he's referring to.
Yeah, well,
yeah, we'll see. But
Probably pissing people off for all we know.
probably. But let's put it this way: we're not going to see Undisputed at the end of the year. Forget about it. That's not going to happen because the mandatories are going to be called now. The WBA is less.
No. Listen, Usyk, Kogovic, and all these are good fights, right? There's a good fight. I think he beats all them, but you know that the Fury fight. I think after that he could retire, man. But he's a little guy. AJ,
Yeah.
look, his face is a bit swelled up, bro. You know he's a great fighter. AJ's a great fighter, but it's just one of them things there. But you know what? I like the AJ losing the plot. It's like a WWE. It's like a twist. It's like
who's
Go ahead.
Who's fighting for the WBC belt?
Well,
Wilder and Helena's are fighting for one spot, and then Fury still got the belt. They got to talk to Fury, so Fury has to. If he doesn't fight someone, they're gonna strip him. So we're still waiting to see what Fury does.
Well, he has a whole year because he already defended his mandatory position back in April, so he's got a whole year. The only thing the only thing they're asking him to do is confirm his retirement. Is he really retired? Because if he's going to do that, then he's going to vacate the belt.
No, he has to fight. No, he has to fight. He has to, because what it is, he has. You know what it is? Yeah, he hasn't paid the sanctioning fee. That's what it is. He ain't paid the sanctioning fee. They want to know if you're retired, then fine. We don't have to pay this. But if you're not retired, you need to pay the sanctioning fee. This is what it's about. He ain't paying no money. The man's got the belts and he's not paying no money, bro. Nah.
Yeah.
And that's what the Ring magazine they got with. They said, "Yo, this guy's an embarrassment, bro." That's why they give it to Usyk or AJ because these people can make money off these two, and it's more procedures. But Fury, he's a crackhead, bro. But if you want to pay us, you got to pay us sanctioning fee. And about Derek's your two. What's that noise, man?
Oh, that's me. Yeah, that's right.
Man.
Yeah.
Derek's already paid $2 million. Derek's like, bro, I haven't seen no contract, bro. You ain't even seen no contract. Where's the contract? Derek goes, I don't mind if he send me the contract, then I'll look at it. But he ain't even said nothing. He's just talking.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, though, going back to AJ real quickly, we ain't going to see Robert Garcia again. I'll tell you that. He ain't going to be in that camp. Or that team, I should say. So he's fired. Or I think he doesn't really want to be AJ's trainer because
I don't know about that.
No. I'm going to tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because he said himself yesterday that it's very difficult to do this. Leave home, leave America. Well, I got my kids and my kids, and I got my other fighters back at home while I'm doing this. It's just
that's how it always is, bro. That's how it always gonna be. It's always that's always be. That's a part of being a trainer. But at least if you get the win, bro. AJ scared the fuck out of all them little midgets, bro.
Oh yeah.
all the entourage. The press conference was finished, by the way. So let's see if AJ is gonna come on the press. I think AJ. Is AJ comes over, but he's scared all of them.
One thing is, it's like, it's like Robert. I don't know. Like, I agree with Dan, man. If Robert Garcia is going to be his coach, man, because at the end of the day, like AJ, if AJ's having these problems, like with not wanting to listen to coaches and stuff like that, then it's going to be an issue. Like, but this is why you need a tough man in there to not take no shit. This is the problem. Like. The coach, this is why I think probably they're not. This might be the reason why they're not telling him that he's losing because they may be afraid to say stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was my point. Yeah, they're afraid to tell him that.
This is the problem where this is the problem that they were saying from the Andy Ruiz fight where you may have too many yes men because it's not AJ's fault. This is the problem. This is the problem of when you're successful and rich in general.
No, it is.
But like, let me take my point quickly, yeah, because this is the problem when you get rich, yeah, and you don't realize it. It's because when you get rich and you have a team that you're paying for, that you work for him, it's not in their best interest to go against what AJ says.
Yep, I agree.
Do you know what I mean? And this is the problem. Like, AJ has an idea. Because this is the problem, like, it was his idea to go toe-to-toe with Usyk in the first fight. It was his idea to do that. Like, and the team was like, okay, we don't like it, but we're going to go ahead because try to work the best out of it. Because
he ain't go toe-to-toe.
No, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to... Why did you do it then? No. He wanted to go toe-to-toe as in he wanted to, like, not try and knock him out, show his skills. Do you know what I mean? Like, go... the same style what Usyk's trying to do in the first fight. That's what he wanted to do. When this coach should have said, no, scrap that.
let me do all the brain stuff.
Hold on. Hey, that wasn't AJ idea. That was Angel Fernandez, that dickhead did it. It was him.
No. AJ said it was his idea. AJ said
No,
it
it wasn't.
idea.
No, it wasn't. They were coming in the whole thing after they beat Ruiz, and they said we're gonna go in and we're gonna show that we're better, and that's what they were on. They wanted to try and outbox them. That's what they
No, but this is AJ's idea. That's what AJ said.
AJ blamed these teams, and Mr. Bashir came over. Mr. Bashir came over, right? And Mr. Bashir came over, and he wasn't a yes man, yeah. And he was saying that everything you're doing is wrong. In fact, yeah, I should call Mr. Bashir now. You know, if I call Mr. Bashir now, he's gonna be roasting it. He's gonna be roasted. I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna call it right now. You know.
Yo, the thing is, AJ can't box.
AJ said it was his idea.
Yo, man, he can't box. He going. He everything's built off intimidation and the size and everything, man. You should have. If you look at the early videos when he first was coming up, and when he was on the streets and everything like that, that's pretty much what it was. You know, when he was going about to go to prison, he started lifting more weights and shit. It was just all intimidation and shit. He's not, you know, he figured, you know, I can punk a lot of dudes with my size and shit like that. Hell, Tyson even said that. It was all facade, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, with your size and your, with your size and your intimidation, right. With your size and the intimidation, you get.
But as soon as that shit don't work, he can't box, man. He cannot box. Period. He ain't got no killer instinct. He ain't no fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's just a model up in there, man.
Well, let me say something. Let me say something about that, PSC. You make some pretty good points, but let me give credit where credit is due. All right, AJ couldn't fight that fight no better than he did tonight. He couldn't, and the reason why I say that is because he did everything right. He landed some very good power shots, especially on the body. Had Usyk in trouble in a couple of rounds, but the problem is Usyk recovers so quickly and he just levels above him. That's just the way it is.
No, man, he ain't got no identity.
That wasn't like that, man. Stop chatting rubbish.
Yeah,
AJ, the strategy was wrong. The strategy was wrong.
The strategy
was wrong. Listen. The strategy was wrong. Started too late, and Usyk was better, fitter, and stronger. But what I'm trying to say to you is that strategy he was employing, they should have told him he was losing the round, and he should have started early, because from round 8, Usyk was saying, bruv, I had to hang on for my life, bruv. But then he switched it around. But what I'm saying is that the man, he was fit enough to do it, because look, like I told you, the man had energy to grab the mic and talk for about 5 minutes. So he had energy to do that, but the strategy was wrong, and that's why he's angry, because they was telling him he won the fight. That's what this is about, then. Serious, that's it. Point blank period. The strategy should have employed them guys, and you're right about yes men and them guys in the corner. But Mr. Bashir was there, and he didn't want Mr. Bashir because he said he didn't get along with Angel Fernandez. You understand what I'm trying to tell you, bro? So Mr. Bashir could have been there, and he's the type of guy saying you're fucking losing the fight. You understand? He would have put it on AJ and told AJ the truth. AJ didn't want him. He didn't want
because they was telling him he was winning. Yeah, I remember in the 4th round, somebody was like, "Man, you up 3 rounds." I think it was.
No, he wasn't.
Angel Garcia. Yeah, but that's what the corner said. I heard the corner say it, like, "You up 3." I'm like, "This nigga ain't up 3."
Yeah, well, but like I said though, I know Edge just jumped. Oh, he came back. But like Edge and I said, is the problem is that he doesn't like being told the truth. That's his problem.
No, that's rubbish. That's rubbish, though. No, it's not. That's rubbish. AJ's lazy on decision making. AJ's lazy on decision making, right? Because my guy Hamza was there, and AJ went to him and said, "Oh, why am I always tired after the round?" He said, "You're doing too much. You're doing media. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're not really focused on the fight." And then they got rid of Hamza. Hamza never went back there. Because Hamza, the guy from Repton, who was there sparring, he was a southpaw. But you see, when they, I already know that Mr. Bashir.
Yeah, exactly. He told him the truth. He didn't come back. He didn't come back.
He told the truth. Yeah, exactly. No, that was Angel. No, that was Angel. No, that was that's Angel though. That was Angel. Angel made that decision, and Mr. Bashir told me. Mr. Bashir is the one who told me how to beat southpaws. So I know well and now he would have gave him a great blueprint of how to beat Robert. Robert doesn't do pads with Mr. Bashir. So they could have got Mr. Bashir, and he would have been there. And that's what happens, bro. That's what happens.
Yo, man, he didn't even start throwing that left hook to the body too late.
Too late, Matt. Thank you. It's too late.
I was like, man, what's throw the left hook to the body, bro? Keep circling to the left. Throw the left hook to the body.
Thank you, PMC. Even PMC knows, bro.
Yeah, but like this is what I'm saying. It's like
I don't know if that was the tactics and AJ just ignored the tactics. I don't
probably
know
did.
if that's the problem, because I just don't know how you could be training with Garcia for the past year and this is what you come up with.
Nah,
like,
but
do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know. Like, what?
I do.
I don't think that's his tactics.
Angel Fernandez, yeah, he was in better condition. The sparring, the Angel Fernandez is the one, because that amateur shit he was doing, pouring the jab, he wasn't even fucking using the jab, bro. Like, he thought he didn't fight like a beast, but then after the fight, all of a sudden he's acting like a fucking madman, bro. So he had it in him to act that way, but you see that them lot control him like a monster. That's why he let it loose. He let it loose.
You know what? I think that was part of the tactics. I think that part of the game plan is like wait until after the 12th round and then go savage.
Well, he lost that round badly. He was gassed in that round badly. Gone.
Like,
he was gone in that round.
After the 12th round, then really go aggressive. Do you know what I mean? But when he did after the 12th round, I didn't mean after the fight. I mean like during the fight. That's the whole point. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh god.
Mike Tyson, bro. I liked it though.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going to be Dillian White rematch. That's what I see it. The Zone pay-per-view. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Dillian White rematch. I think that's what's going to be the case.
AJ's going to be coming to the press conference. You know, I think
he ain't coming. Is he coming?
I'm saying I think he's coming because they're looking right now. I think he's coming to the press conference right now. All the cameras, all the cameras are setting up now. He's coming. He's coming now, isn't it? He's on the stage right now.
Okay, good. At least he's calmed down.
No, he ain't calmed down. No, he ain't calmed down. No,
he need to come over here to America.
Yo, if he was in America, he'd be shot, bro. Because you can't go on like that. AJ's walking. AJ's coming back on the stage, bro. See,
man, he need to drop Eddie Hearn and start promoting his own fights. And
he don't really need Matchroom anymore.
No,
to be honest with you, it's really tactically signs a lifetime deal match.
They can pay cut, get some opponents up in there that he can beat,
and
build himself
up. This defeat has got nothing to do with Eddie Hearn. This defeat's got nothing to do with Eddie Hearn. This defeat has got strictly to do with his team. That's the problem. His team. He's got too many yes men. He's got too many yes men in there. And the problem is, it's not even to do with the yes man. It's to do with AJ. Like,
he doesn't like being told what to do. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, that's and this is the problem. Like, even if he got rid of his team and hired a new team,
I think he takes instructions very well. I think they're not truthful with him though. I think they're not truthful with him. It's not. That's
I think the reason why he's not truthful.
He's walking to the stage now. All right, he's walking to the stage now. He's walking to the stage now. Eddie Hearn. And with his thing, and AJ's smiling now. He's got his hat on. He might have calmed down now. He might have calmed down.
His persona's come back.
They short circuited him. The short circuit stopped now.
They went back in the toolbox.
Universal.
I know, when I saw that.
Well, you know, Sky Sports have really milked this one, man. They really cashed out on this fight. They're probably happy.
Here we go. Oh, he's back.
Eddie, I'll let you start.
Yeah, no, guys, I want to say firstly, of course, thank you to everybody in Saudi Skills Challenge. It was an incredible event, an incredible night. It was an incredible fight. A split decision to the pound-for-pound number one is never a disgrace. We want to congratulate Oleksandr Usyk. What he did from the 10th round was quite incredible. From my point of view, I'm very proud of this man here who's continuously, since he turned pro and since probably the Dillian White elite fight, big fight, state fight, money fight, pressure fight, consecutively. And people sometimes don't understand the pressure that on someone. And I can tell you that when people talk about the hunger of a fighter, you only have to see the changing room of Anthony Joshua after tonight to realise how hungry he is in the sport.
He broke up the change room.
Devastated by defeat because he wanted victory more than anything. We're all extremely proud of him for giving us a great fight tonight against one of the best that's ever laced up a pair of gloves. So, AJ, from my point of view and everybody's point of view, we're very proud of you for your performance tonight.
Thank you.
It is 3 a.m., so we're not going to be here for hours and hours. So we're going to open the floor to questions for Anthony Joshua.
Anthony, 11 months ago, it felt like you didn't quite empty the tank. Tonight, you went out on your shield. You went out throwing. Do you feel like you've exercised some demons from 11 months ago?
Is that how long it's been? 11 months? It's a long time. Exercise some demons. I don't know how to answer that question, to be honest with you. How about exercise some demons tonight?
You left it in the ring.
No, it's just I tried a different style. Well, previously in my career, through the sport of boxing, like what got me through in my early days when I was beating people that I shouldn't have been beating. For example, I was an amateur for 3 years. Only 3 years when I walked into the gym with my cousin Bengo over there, who's now head of security. I was beating guys based off of sheer hunger and passion. So just in the last fight, I wanted to compete and improve myself as a boxer. And it wasn't good enough. Tonight wasn't good enough, but you can see I adapted. I made the changes needed to give him a more competitive fight. It wasn't enough, but I left everything in the gym. If I would have left everything in the ring, I would have won. But I definitely pushed myself in training camp to make sure the fight was more competitive tonight.
AJ, Antoine, ITV News. When we spoke, you said you wanted to put on a heroic performance, and in round 9, I think everybody in this room will agree that you did. Would you say you're proud of yourself this time around, and you feel like you give your all and you left it all in the ring?
Am I proud of myself? It's really, really hard for me to say I'm proud of myself. I don't feel anything. I'm upset, really, like deep down in my heart. Oh.
He's crying, bro. He's crying, you know. He's crying, bro. Man's balling. The Giant's balling. Oh my gosh. Right, he's crying, bro.
Oh, fuck no.
He's crying, bro.
Who's got a question for you waiting?
Man's going
Radio Raheem. Eddie, this is
this dude.
been on as well the whole way. Obviously, 2 losses in a row. Your flagship fighter. What you in your mind as a promoter, and what do you say to Anthony Joshua immediately after the fight?
Well, as I said in the ring after, the key to life is happiness, you know? And at the end of the day, I just want him to be happy. He's given his whole life since he started to the sport of boxing. And people don't realise that what a bubble it is in the life and world of Anthony Joshua.
It's a bubble.
You know, when
hey, guys, I got to go. It's 2 o'clock, yeah? Take it easy.
Nice
everybody's
All right, brother. Take care.
All right, take care.
He's in the gym all the time with his team. He's living up in Loughborough. He's away from home. You know, there isn't anyone I know that's more dedicated to the sport than him. And sometimes people don't understand the pressures that are on people's shoulders. But he's never ducked a challenge. He's never shirked the pressure. He's always tried to give his time for people. And he's always tried to inspire the next generation. He's been an amazing ambassador. For the first time in boxing, you see all these complete dickheads, many of them tonight on social media, they've got too much to say for themselves, that want to pretend they're good people, that actually aren't role models, that aren't ambassadors, that aren't people that I would want my kids to look up to. This is someone that I want my kids to look up to. But for the first time, and that responsibility is a huge burden. And he's always felt that responsibility. If he's out in public, he gives everybody his time, right? He's one of the nicest guys you can ever meet. And he's a competitor. He's a winner. And when you don't win and you see what you saw tonight was a raw emotion, a real person that was feeling the pressure, that wanted to win so badly. And people need to realize that you live in an online world where it's just opinions, stick, abuse. And he'll never tell you that the pressure, he sees that or he feels it. But it's impossible not to. So what I want to see is I want to see him happy. And I think what we want to see is we want to see him be active. Too many gaps between fights, too many stadium fights.
That's not going to make him
from the Dillian White fight at the O2, to Charles Martin at the O2, to Dominic Brazil at the O2, to Eric Molina at Manchester Arena, to Vladimir Klitschko at Wembley Stadium, to Carlos Takam at the Millennium Stadium, to Joseph Parker at the Millennium Stadium, to Alexander Povetkin at Wembley Stadium, to Andy Ruiz at Madison Square Garden, to Andy Ruiz in Riyadh, to Kubrat Pulev at the O2, to Oleksandr Usyk at Tottenham Hotspur, to Oleksandr Usyk That is the run that Anthony Joshua has been on. No Tom Schwartz, no Sefer Sefer. No, I do. No, but I do, because you don't get the credit. No, but I'm going to give you the credit, because at the end of the day, you've had to step up to carry the sport in our country.
That's true. It's true.
We've joked before. You said, "God, after all these tough fights, you saw people have these easy fights. You never had them. You never wanted them because you want to create a resume." Yeah, because you're a fighter. You're a winner. You wanted to fight the elite. You fought the pound for pound, back to back, right? At Tottenham, you lost. Tonight, you lost a split decision to the best fighter in the sport. Everybody else would have vacated their WBO belt.
You was going to do that.
The Tottenham fight. So I will say,
exactly. You were trying to get him to vacate.
Fighters ducking fights, taking.
He was trying to do that.
He's never taken an easy touch, and we should be very, very proud of him.
Yeah, he should be. He should be.
And Joshua, after the fight, it looked like you were leaving the ring. Like maybe you weren't going to do the interview, and then you turned around and came back in the ring and were a sportsman and gave a tremendous ambassador-esque speech. Can you talk to me about what happened in your mind that made you turn around and come back in the ring, and what you were trying to say post-fight in that speech?
I just feel like when you try and do things from your heart, not everyone's always going to understand. And it was just from the heart, right? I knew I was mad, like, at myself, not anyone, just at myself.
Yeah.
So I thought, I've got to get out of here because I'm mad. Like,
see?
Like anyone, when you're angry, you might.
You see, you should have been angry in the fight.
And then I realized, oh shit, this is sport. Let me do the right thing. Come back, and then I just spoke from my heart. Like it's been so tough. Like you see AJ holding it together, yeah. And I'm a hustler, so I try and put things together.
Hustler,
baby.
Work
hard, put things together, make sure my team's good. But
you snapped.
It comes at a cost, like big cost.
Snap like Ken Shamrock.
Like sometimes it'll never break me, but it takes real strength.
Yeah, it
not
does.
to break you.
Yeah.
And tonight, like there's a little crack in the armor because I took a loss, and I think you just saw me just upset. And with the speech, I was just speaking about where I'd come from. Like, I was on the roads, like really, and I made a transition in boxing, and it really helped me change my life. You know, bring me closer to God, bring me closer to meeting so many amazing people. And I just kind of laid it all on the line with my speech. But listen, let's not forget about the champ Oleksandr Usyk. He put on a phenomenal performance as well. So credit to him. I can't remember what I said in the ring because it was just so passionate. But I just want to say thank you to him for taking part in a great historical fight as well. It takes two to tango, and I was just so upset.
Anthony, you said to over here. It's been a long journey with you, and it's been an amazing journey. I'm over here, Anthony. You said to Antoine at the press conference on Wednesday that the performance was as important to you in a way as the outcome. Two things. Are you happy with the performance? And do you not necessarily the outcome, but are you happy with your performance this time? And do you not realize that at home, and this is all of us that have had messages from people at home, people were off their seats with respect, screaming you on to knock Oleksandr Usyk out from the 8th round.
That's the truth.
Onwards.
Yeah, we were.
I'm not. Look, when you lose, you're not ultimately happy. It's just upsetting. I really wanted to win, and I wanted to win for Great Britain because I know how much they wanted me to fight Tyson Fury. So I wasn't just fighting for myself. I was fighting for like the whole nation. So I was just so upset. So I'm not so happy with the performance because I didn't win. And I appreciate everyone who was watching at home. You know, fighting, like I'm a fighter. I'm not a normal person. Like, even though I try and, as you said, hold it together, to be a fighter is like a real different mindset and lifestyle that you have to embody, especially to try and be a good fighter. So I just, I just in war mode. But I appreciate everyone that support and watched at home, and I really wanted to do it for them because I wanted to bring the belts back home, and I really wanted to, challenge for the undisputed 2 of Britain's best. But we move on to the next.
Do you? Last time when you lost to Oleksandr,
One question at a time, because I'm forgetting the second one. So
well, it was just
no, I mean like you're asking me 2 questions at once.
the respect thing.
So for Oleksandr Usyk,
No respect. Do you feel you earned it back tonight? That everyone should be giving you it.
no. Well, from who? Who am I trying to earn respect from?
Your public.
It's not my business what they think of me. I can't. I don't really. Do you know what people should respect me for? When I meet them and how I greet them, shake hands. Yes, please. No, thank you. As I say, don't respect me just because of the fight and the belts, because that isn't what makes a man or a woman. I think it's your character and like how you treat people. So that's how I want to earn the respect. And I've always tried to kind of keep my feet on the ground. I make mistakes. Sometimes I do things from the heart without thinking. But other than that, I hope people can respect me for the man I'm trying to become.
And the final thing, obviously you're incredibly disappointed in this moment, but how is that hunger still burning inside you?
I'm a fighter for life. The hunger never dies. Fighter for life.
Thank you, Anthony.
Respect.
Okay, we've got one more here from Antoine Allen.
This is a question to Eddie, because I know Anthony would be too humble to ask this. When you speak to other boxers, they speak about how Anthony literally exists.
Oh, what's that? The feed cut, bruv. Gareth A. Davis, bruv. Anthony, bruv. He look like he's mentally broke, bruv. He needs to think about retiring.
I don't know about that, man. I think he needs a
Yeah,
long
he
break.
checked out. He
Nah,
checked
he
out.
is. He's burnt out. But when you start saying them sort of things like you're not any little thing can just turn you into a nut house.
He checked out in the Andy Ruiz fight, man.
Yeah, he's definitely checked out in this one. I listen. I don't want to see him fight again, bro. Because I hear
I think that's too harsh, man. I think he needs a long break.
Bro, he don't need no long break. He need to keep fighting, bro.
I promise you, I wouldn't be, our business wouldn't be, my life wouldn't be what it was without Anthony Joshua. No boxers would be earning the kind of money in the UK if it wasn't for Anthony Joshua. He has taken the sport in terms of popularity, in terms of attraction from broadcasters, sponsors, to another level. And you're right, he's far too humble to say it. You've seen a lot of fighters and a lot of people from the industry come out with those kind of comments this week, which is nice to see. And he would never shout that from the rooftop. And if I said that to him, he'd laugh. But that is the complete reality. We weren't in stadiums, every other fight before Anthony Joshua come along. We weren't Brits going around the world, in Madison Square Garden, in Riyadh, in Jeddah. It's been unbelievable. But the legacy should last well beyond, and Gareth said the question, do you feel like the public respect you? If the public don't respect him for what he's done, you might as well just give up. You can't keep people happy all the time. If you can be a good individual like he is, if you can set a good example, then that's all you can do. And honestly, the sport globally wouldn't be where it was without AJ, but the sport in Britain would not be where it is today. And the fighters are benefiting because of the growth that AJ has injected into the sport.
Yeah. And the question to you, AJ, to answer my question before, I'm sure everybody's proud of you, and there's lots of people at home who are proud of you as well. You spoke about being that boy from Watford who was on a completely different path, and you've inspired so many people. So if you were to give a word of advice to anyone who's looking to change their life right now, what would it be?
Change their life right now. It's a hard question to answer. Well, I'd say, I don't know. Anyone that wants to change their life, I don't know. Do what you want, innit? It's your choice. You live your life how you think is best, and you'll like deal with the consequences of your decisions. But if you do manage to do well, always try and give back, because just don't take. Yeah. Also give back where you can. I don't know what I tell someone. I'd probably tell them don't get into boxing. It's hard. Very difficult. Very, very difficult. But I don't know what I tell him. Just good luck with your life and just try and do well. If you can do well, just make sure that you put your hand back to try and help bring people with you. Do you know what I mean? That's what I tell someone. If you bust out the hood, make sure you bring the man, them, and your family with you. Do you know what I'm saying? That's it, really.
Josh, you say about don't get
Spencer Oliver. Bro, this connection's bad. I don't know why it's the Sky Sport connection. AJ, bro, it's a slap.
You really think he's done?
Yeah, but think about it. You think he can beat Frank Sanchez?
No.
Nah.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying. Look, you got Frank Sanchez out there, Otto Wallin, Jay Anderson.
Yeah, like you can't. Like the thing is that you got to understand when you've been to the top of the mountain, yeah, and you lost to Usyk, yeah, right? People know they can beat you, and then their hunger, like you see what it is. He didn't even want it for himself. He wanted it for England, but he really wasn't doing it. And I mean, I think the Ruiz might have just calmed him down a bit, but like he's mentally broke, bro. Like I hear him talking, and I was like, bro, he's fighting for the wrong reasons, bro, because he's rich.
Well, you know what? Yeah, let me say this. Deontay Wilder got ridiculed for saying this yesterday. He said that Joshua looked broken to me. He probably is right.
He wasn't broken. He wasn't broken. He got broke. He broken because he didn't achieve his goal. He wasn't broken in the fight. He's just, to me, I just feel like, bro, like he's just got the wrong people around him. The press conference, for whatever reason, is the connection's gone, whatever. But
I think it's their connection, not yours. So you don't have to worry about that.
Should have them was chatting madness. The guy goes, "Give you got any inspiration words?" He goes, I don't know what I'll tell him. He goes,
yeah, you know what though? It seems like this press conference is set up like he's about to leave the sport. It seems like they're talking like he's retiring. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. He's done, bruv. The man started crying, bruv. So you are not watching it. I'm watching it. Like you're only hearing the voice, bruv. Like I see language. He started crying, and then Eddie started doing the mic. He started sobbing. And I was trying to say to you, when you see a big man start sobbing, and like, what do you do, bruv? He's 6 foot something, muscular guy, and he's like, bruv, you're supposed to be like, you know, the epitome of strength. The epitome of strength. And now you're crying. Like even Wilder, yeah. Wilder was sitting there with his bloody nose. Nah, Fury come up to him. He didn't even want to talk to him, bro. See, Wilder looks, his energy, when I see him with that statue, his energy look all off, bro. Since that Fury, his energy looks off. And AJ, it's like, bro, because he knows when he come back to England and people talking shit, he don't want to, he can't be dealing with that shit, bro. You know the man them on the road be talking shit, bro. You know when people, I saw enough people on roads, yeah, they pick Usyk all day, bro. AJ give it a good go, bro.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing more he could have done. I don't know why people keep talking about wrong tactics. He changed his tactics and he did a better job.
Could have been better. It could have been better.
Yeah, but Wilder looks
I disagree.
alive, man.
I disagree.
I know you do because we know that.
No, I'm saying there's nothing more he could have done. I'm just being honest.
He could have started earlier. It don't matter. Usyk won the fight, but for me, he could have started earlier. But listen, listen, bro.
He ain't got no identity, bro.
Nah, there you go. See, PMC knows.
He ain't got no identity. You can say what you want about Wilder. Wilder knew his identity. So he stuck to it.
But I don't know about that because you see when he tried to come to fight Fury instead of boxing him like Breland, then he lost his identity. You know what I mean?
Well, he did better in the third fight like he did in the second fight with Malik Scott. So let's give Malik a little credit there.
Yeah, but
and by the way, Malik Scott was in his corner. Wait, Malik Scott was Usyk's corner tonight. What I heard.
Hold on. How are you saying he done better in the first fight than he ever did in the second? And by the second fight, he disrespected Mark Breland. He disrespected Mark Breland. Told him to go to the body and work him, and he said, "Nah." And you heard him after the fight. I didn't. And he knocked him down twice, and Fury was on the back foot. That was his best chance to beat him. In the second fight, Fury adjusted, got a different trainer. And he rolled up on Wilder, and Wilder wasn't expecting because Wilder thought this man scared of me, and then he had to fight, and then bruv, that's it. No, he looked terrible in the third fight, bruv. He looked off key.
Oh, I don't know about that, but yeah, I could agree with you about the weight gain because he was gone after the second, third round with all that muscle mass.
He was.
But he fought. Wait, hold up. But he fought his ass off, put Fury down twice, landed some big bonds after that because he was gone after the 6th round. But he did. He could have after that. I think he realized that he was planning to get him out no later than 4 or 5 rounds.
You see, he dropped all that weight though.
Yeah, he did. He's like around 220. That's where he needs to be. 220, 221.
He dropped that weight.
The thing is, he looked stupid. He looked stupid. He looked like he lost. He was trying to fight. He lost all of his boxing skills, bro. He looked stupid in the first fight. At least he looked fucking half decent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Right?
He looked a lot better. He was
Yeah.
better conditioned in that fight. He was better conditioned for that fight. But
Because Mark Breeden had him. Because Mark Breeden does what he does. He had him controlling the center ring and let the guy walk into your jab. But Wilder got no respect for the game. See, the funny thing is, yeah, AJ would be a good student with Mark Breeden and some of the other guys because AJ is a very good student. But AJ's got worse. He's got fucking worse trainers around him, bro.
I know.
He's got worse trainers because they're really and truly, if they had better trainers and people told him the truth, he could have won. I feel bad for Robert. Honestly, I feel bad for Robert because he didn't say anything, hardly anything in the corner, and Angel took over. I was like, yo, why is this guy talking? Like,
I think AJ don't really respect Robert Garcia. That's what I've been hearing.
No. AJ will let whoever start talking. It's like Zab Miller and Thingy. Like Zab took over, but Thingy has got a bit more experience, right? So it's Robert's got more experience, but he never. Angel took over. I was like, bruv, Angel was not being real. He goes, bruv, I think you're winning the fight. I said, that's a lie, bruv. I heard Angel say that. I saw Robert say that. I said, that's a lie, bruv. So my thing is, the strategy, I don't think the strategy was what people wanted. The strategy, round 8, he put it on him. That's what people wanted to see.
Well, he did, and I think he put everything he put everything in that round, and he was completely gassed after that. That's what happened to him.
Yeah, but he still finished the fight.
Listen, he still finished the fight, but he didn't have much power stopping his punches after that.
He's gonna get tired in the fight. It doesn't matter, Dan, if you're gonna get tired. It doesn't matter, Dan. You gotta go for it, bro. You should.
I get it. But my point is that he had nothing left after that 8th round because he put everything into it.
He was okay. Listen, there was round where Usyk was hitting, but Usyk was tight. Bruv, here Usyk. Usyk said, fucking, I had to hang on around 8. I didn't even know, bruv. I just hanged on. I was determined. This guy was, you hear Usyk, bruv. He was putting it, AJ put him under severe pressure.
I agree.
Most guys would have been knocked out, but Usyk's conditioning, his defense. It was his defense. Because when AJ threw shots, he evaded them. And that AJ was looking for a second win. But AJ wasn't to the point where he was done because AJ was still blocking. So it was a very tactical fight, but Usyk won the fight. It was a close fight. But what I'm saying is that when it's a close fight and you're on the other side of it, it burns. It does because you put a lot of training and effort into it and it didn't work out. Now, if he won, we'd have said woohoo. But this is the first fight he's done without Robert McCracken. And Robert's been there for the whole of his career. And Robert's been a good shoulder. You've got all these guys in the corner. You've added all the people. Mr. Bashir probably would have been the best guy because he would have said, yo, you're losing, bro. And he would employ a better. I know for a fact he would employ a better strategy and more that bullshit because that bullshit was more or less the same thing. It was more or less the same. It's just Angel was in that condition. That's all it was. And that's Angel Fernandez, bro. I'm not having it. And that bitch ass is not even at the press conference, you know. The guy's rough. Like this guy don't know nothing, bro. Like so. And AJ has to be held responsible. Because look, remember all these guys, they get paid, they're gone. Robert's on a plane back to Oxnard right now.
Yeah,
bro.
he ain't going. He's done. I'm telling you, he ain't coaching Anthony Joshua. If he's gonna continue his career, expect Robert Kraken to come back.
I think he'll come back.
You think Robert Garcia will come back after that?
Yeah, I think so. What's he got? We got Express Truth. What's going on, bro? Man's got his hand on his face, you know.
Like the performance. Look, we all agree to disagree, but I just don't think Anthony Joshua could have done any better. He did a lot better than he did in the first fight. There was nothing more else he could have done. It just Usyk is just a level above him. And we got to accept that.
No, we don't.
You got to accept it, bro. This guy had his number. Accept it.
No. I still feel that this tactics wasn't sound.
Oh man. All right. Okay. We agree to disagree.
Tactic. No, cool. I thought the tactics was the same. It was the same tactics from the first fight. So what changed? It was
changed, man.
He's landing a lot more body shots.
You gotta think about it. His foot was never on the outside of Usyk's foot at all, man.
Thank you.
He was landing more body shots and he was landing more power shots on Usyk than he did in the first fight. That's what I'm saying.
His foot movement, I'm telling you, man. Every time he slipped one of Usyk's jabs, his foot would never move forward, man. He didn't.
Yeah, because he's planting. He plants his foot. He's not a light-footed guy.
His foot was planted all the time, man. And then when he was bobbing and weaving the punches, Usyk's punches, he was never trying to step on the inside, man. That's how he was gonna win, man. But he never closed the distance.
He couldn't. When you got a guy who just moving around and he's evading you, he's
When
fainting you out of
Usyk
position.
stopped,
You can't do that.
When Usyk's throwing his hands, that's when he got to dip up under them punches and move forward.
They stopped that press conference early because AJ is just chatting rubbish.
He never grappled him. He never threw him up against the ropes or nothing like that. He didn't even muscle that guy.
He didn't wrestle him.
He didn't put no weight on that guy. He got like what 3 inches on that guy.
He put no weight on him.
20 pounds heavier. Looks heavier.
Yeah, he stopped using his jab. He stopped using his head movement.
Yeah.
That brother is just like, what was you doing in that cab, bro? Like literally, what was you doing? Because Mr. Bashir.
That's the problem though, is that you can't change that for Joshua. He always going to have that issue: lack of head movements, upright, stationary. That's him.
Dan, Mr. Bashir would have done a better job. I'm hands down, 100% believe that now. We would have done a better job than that bullshit there we saw there, right? That day right there, he was, because of the aggression he showed after the fight, he should have been about that in the fight. That's what I know. Should have been, and Mr. Bashir would have probably got that out of him. And AJ acting like a madman. That's why they stopped the press conference, because he's chatting rubbish, man. He's just talking madness now. I mean, the Game of Thrones.
He didn't do anything like he kept following Usyk around in the ring and stuff like that. He didn't take no breaks. He didn't let off his punches and back off and let Usyk
I get that, PNC, but it's difficult to do that when a guy won't stand still. Usyk keeps fainting him out of position.
Every time he disengaged, he was going straight back. Usyk was popping him every time he went back. Usyk popped him in the mouth. I was like, why you keep going straight back? Like he let off his punches, then go straight back, and Usyk will follow him and let off his punches.
Yeah,
because he's just kept stepping straight back. I was like, man, why don't you step to the side? You're not stepping to the side, nothing.
See, the PMC even knows, bro. It could be better, but it didn't matter. Like what he could have done. Usyk did it. Usyk did it better. Good, great. I was just impressed by his defense, bro.
He made Joshua miss a lot of power punches too. A lot of power punches.
And when it comes to a fight, and it comes to the late fights, it took a lot out of him because he's throwing power shots and he was riding them, and he was riding them. There was some good body shots, and AJ was winging them off from a while, and he was riding but Usyk, when he caught them, like the body shot, he never went back there again, bruv. AJ to me, he's too nice, yeah, or he's too respectful of Usyk. But then after the fight, the way he went on and throw the belts, he should have been about that in the ring, bro. That's what I'm saying. He should have been allowed to be that man. Because the thing is, I said, yo, bro, he was acting like mad and walking around crazy. He should have been allowed to do that. Because you see, Roberts, oh, you're not this, you're not that. In the cap, Mr. Bashir has a relation. AJ should have picked up with Mr. Bashir and got him in the cap and stayed with him. He said, oh, I want Angel happy. See, AJ, 1 minute, PFC. AJ's number one thing is he's trying to make everyone happy and at his own expense, and that's why he lost. Go ahead, PMC.
Yo, so prime example is Derek Chisora versus Usyk. Derek just start fighting, bro. You know what I'm saying? He put on a better performance than Anthony Joshua versus Usyk.
Yeah, arguably. And
then when Tyson got in trouble with Otto Wallin, he just started fighting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He started fighting like he was the big guy. Same thing with Steve Cunningham. He changed the whole tactic.
Mm-hmm.
Just like with Wilder, he changed the whole tactic. Like, shit, I ain't boxing no more. I'm going to come after this guy like he coming after me. Shit. You know what I'm saying? He switched it up. But you ain't see none of that from Anthony Joshua.
I mean, I think you guys are being a little too harsh. That's just my opinion, man. But hey, I got to get off, man. I got to go have dinner with my wife, man. Y'all take care, all right?
All right, man. Peace.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out. Yeah, I got some.
All right, peace. Yeah, man. But like Orlando Salido, you saw how he fought. He had an identity. You can say what you want to say about him, but he had an identity. And when he was going against Lomachenko, he kept going to the body, didn't he? He won.
Listen, my man said he should have jumped on Usyk from round one. Exactly. Yeah, he was in there being two. Yeah, two. He was, and he's not insisting on banging the drum because he did. Yeah, he was, man. He was. I can't explain, and that comes down to how the trainers are being cautious and waiting and all that shit. No, fuck that shit, man. You should jump on it. I got a lot of voice notes to listen to, but PMC, you need to join the group, man. I don't know why you saw your WhatsApp. Let me hear some of these WhatsApp messages because I've got quite a lot of them. I got to watch Game of Thrones a bit later though. But I'm gonna got some. You want to say anything, PMC? Because I'm gonna listen to some of these messages. What you
All
want
right.
to say? You gonna stay around or you gone?
No, I'm here.
All right, PMC. All right, cool. Let me listen to some. I got a lot of mess people. But AD losing the plot. I like it though. I ain't gonna lie. I like him bloody acting like a madman. I was like, yo, you should have did it in the fight. That's all I'm saying. I like him acting like a madman. I just like so before that means you had energy to go. That means you had energy to burn, man. You know what I'm saying? If you had energy like that, you should have dropped it down, bro. You should have dropped real talk. All right, let me see some of the voice notes. Okay, I'll put that there. AJ start acting like a madman, Bridget. All right, leave it. Okay, damn. Let me hear Israel.
I told you, man, then, bruv. Look, but AJ can't do this, man. This guy's too smart. I told you. You see, he nearly stopped him in that last round as well. I told you, AJ's chin is suspect. It's suspect. He nearly stopped AJ in that last round. Bruv, I don't think AJ won. I gave him, at best, I gave AJ maybe 2-3 rounds. I don't know why he won't work in the body. All of them attributes that you've been talking about, yeah, got height, got this, weren't using it at all, bruv. Man should have sat on him, I told you. From he didn't knocking them out you should have knocked him out in the first 6 rounds. You should have sat on him. And from my man showed his weakness, that he's weak to that body. Listen, man should have sat on that body like mouse on cheese. Trust me. Listen, man, it's done. I told you.
That's what I said. When he hit him low and he covered up, AJ should have went back there and let's see what he says.
Hey, you're drunk, brother. You're drunk. What are you talking about? Joshua should get the decision. No way. What rounds did he win? Probably 1 round out of all of you lot are drinking. Uzi didn't dominate that fight, man. The thing is, AJ did well. He stepped up his game 100%. But the thing is that Usyk also stepped up his game also as well. That's how it was. You know what I mean? They both stepped up their game. So it is what it is, man. EJ, what's up? Where your brother at? About he's gonna knock him out. Can't knock out shit, fam. Dominate the skill part of it. He dominate the fight, brother. What are you talking about? Shut up. If he dominated the skill part of it, then he's won the fight, hasn't he? Come on, Alex. What are you saying? Yeah? Tell him again, Roy. Tell him again. Shut up. Skill, man. That was skill.
He was doing exactly that as much as he could, man. He sit on him as much as he could.
100%, Richard. That's what I said. Some people get caught up in the hype and their excitement. Yeah? If he dominated, my friend, on the technical basis, he's won the fight. Yeah? Now, not about sometimes the body head, you know. A lot of people say, no, he went to the body. Yeah, but what else did he do? What else did he really do? Come on, man. This guy, nah. He just got beat properly by technicality and a man who knows how to move around in the ring.
Yeah, he got beat by technicality, but he did everything that he could do. We always know Usyk was going to outbox him, but the way he improved from the first performance and how he changed up and switched up his shit, you have to give him credit, man. He did good. And it's how they score boxing, isn't it? It's like if you tap up a man, if you touch him up, even if you're not really hurting him, then you're going to win the fight, you know?
I'll put it this way, that's not sitting on a man, my friend. When you just sit on a man, there's fights in there that you should go back and look at people sitting on a man. Yeah? Sitting on a man, Hearns and Hagler. Hagler sat on Hearns. Yeah? He sat on Hearns. Yeah? Ali, Joe Fraser. Look at those fights. Non-stop aggressions fights. Look at those. No. My man didn't have it in him. He even upped his little game, yeah, but wasn't enough. And it's never going to be enough for Usyk. Once beaten by a skillful technician, they'll always find another way to fight you and beat you. If you can't find another way to beat them, then this is what happens.
Joshua, yeah, he tried, but it's because he's not used to that kind of style of fighting. And his fitness needs to be looked at. I don't think he improved from the first performance. What he did, he brought that game to the table. He didn't know what to do. But he's brought that game to the table, and it's not enough. It's not enough because he was not consistent with it, right? He blowed a little bit hot, and then he went back to his normal self, all right? Listen, boxing in this area is so weak, so weak, yeah? Skillful men like Usyk will be around all day. People like Fury will be around all day until they get knocked out. Even though Fury went down, he got up, he knew because he can win. He can still win, yeah?
Joshua is arguing with Usyk about he had character in the boxing. He had character. What's he talking about? What is he doing? What is he doing? Tell him to come off the mic, man.
Fragile mind, Rich. Fragile mind. Turn a fool now. Yeah? Turn into a clown.
Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah, well done, Dan. Well done, Richard. You stuck by your guns all the way through. Yeah, well done, guys.
What's he talking about, because he's 18 stone? There's been no big man 18 stone who's gone distance, man. You can do a 12 round and that. All really throwing all them man there. Them man they was coming in all the big ways. You know what I mean? Them man they was coming in at big ways and they could hold a 12 round. What's he talking about? There's been big champions in the past, you know. What, if this is the first 18 stone now to go 12 rounds? I'm not thinking of if. I'm trying to train that, oh yeah, the 12-round fighter. You better become a 12-round fighter. You know what I mean? That's it, man, Bridget. Oh, dear.
There was men with heavier weights doing 15 rounds, my friend. You know, so, you know, this is why I say fragile mind. You know, they don't really know what it takes to go 15 rounds. They think that plotting around. One thing, Usyk, in full control of what he had to do. He knew what he had to do, and he was in full control, yeah? He used his head. Yeah, of course he's going to go into that fight. And he's going EJ, I said, he's got a fragile mind. He has. One thing, Israel, my friend, my good friend, I'll give it to you still because, you know, you were all the way you were saying that Usyk, but I know why you stuck with Anthony Joshua, and I'm in the same boat. But at the end of the day, I know that, you know, let me tell you, I know that you wanted to say Usyk, but you stuck with your brother.
I think AJ thought he won the fight. And how many rounds did he win? 2 out of the whole 12? Yeah, 2 out of 3 out of the whole 12. You know, and I just don't understand why you have to throw a jab over a southpaw. My dad would tell you that that's not the way it should be done. It should be using that left hook and the right cross and changing it from the right to the left. Yeah, me and my dad always have these discussions about it. That's why I got to put him in the picture because he understands it well. But you know, the footwork, and you can't take it away from Usyk. His footwork was tremendous.
Yeah, Rich, 100%. I was watching some of it again a little bit. Destiny. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Richard. That judge, he's been paid. He was paid. It's where the money is, isn't it? Someone's going to have to turn it around if someone else thought that AJ had won. Just think of that. They probably, Dan, that's ridiculous behavior. I don't respect that. And I wouldn't want other boxers, young boxers coming through, seeing things like this. Right, he's upset. Yeah, so what? If he's upset, he should have done what he set out to do.
Exactly.
All right? He walked out of that ring. Most people back in the day would have been knocked out trying to achieve what they want to achieve.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
I watched the fight. I looked at it. The first 2 rounds was like the beginning of the first fight. He didn't do nothing much different apart from pressure. And how much pressure did he put in? Yeah, this is it. Don't let people think because you're the bigger person that you are the better person. Skills does pay the bills. All right. Like I said again in one of my other pieces, I got to look at the trainers. I really can't take this rubbish. What were they training him?
Yeah, that's good.
How?
Rubbish training.
It's easy to criticize after the event. I know that, but I've been criticizing my friend here for quite a while actually, for allowing people like Roos to beat him. But at the end of the day, you should conduct yourself in a manner which is acceptable, whether you won or you got defeated. He's lost my respect. I don't care what people say that he was angry. Angry with what? Angry with himself because he didn't achieve what he set out to do. I really can't take this rubbish actually. He did everything right. Come on, man. If he did it right, his hands would be raised. Let's not start talking stupid madness nonsense. Say it as it is, man. The truth is the truth. He wasn't good enough. He didn't do everything right. When you're correct in everything that you do, then you are the winner. Yeah, you're on top of the class. So obviously, to Mr. Derek Chisora, he didn't do everything right. Come on, man. Yeah, and this is what makes it embarrassing to me when my people get up there and speak rubbish. Yeah, my last thing on this, after watching a few bits and pieces, I tell the truth, I'm kind of ashamed now of what happened after the fight and
Embarrassing.
carrying himself just like that and
It's embarrassing.
putting down our old fighters because they were what 14 and 15 stone. All right, you don't know what they could have done. You watch it and don't respect it. Look at the size of Lewis. Lewis used to dance around. Yeah, dance around, throw heavy shots. Lennox Lewis, I'm talking about. And after you got beat, to go up there and disrespect yourself and our people, yeah, to me, I've lost all respect for him. That's not how you carry yourself. You got beat and you don't know how you got beat. All right, you got beat because you don't know how to fight. Do you understand that? That's why you got beat. Yeah, you got beat because you got a fragile mind. You got beat because you don't have the mental attributes it takes to get into a dogfight.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay?
That's right.
So have a look at yourself. Take the stick out your eye before you point about anybody else's stick in their eye. I'm really disappointed, guys. Honestly, I am. And that's it for me, maybe tonight, because not much people are coming back.
Yeah. I don't think we've mentioned something here. What the hell was Angel doing in Joshua's corner when I thought Robert Garcia is the lead chief?
See, that's what I said.
Why wasn't Robert Garcia the lead person
Exactly.
in that fight? I don't understand it.
I don't understand.
Angel.
Yeah. I was like, why is he the lead coach? Said the same thing. Said the same thing.
But somebody still ain't asked me, why wasn't Robert Garcia the lead? Why wasn't he the lead in AJ's corner? You know why? Because they wanted a payday.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah, it was.
It weren't in the interest
Of AJ.
of AJ.
Nah, it wasn't. Nope. It wasn't. That's 100%. That's 100% right, Richard. Yeah. That's what I was wondering why Robert's not taking the corner. And Angel push up himself, and he got the least amount of knowledge. And that's why that thing went the way it did. Ego. You know what I mean? Robert's got more experience than him, and they let him, he pushed Robert to the side, and Robert's there. Robert said some rubbish though, Carl. He said, AJ, you're winning the fight. So boy, but like, nah, Robert should have been in the corner. That's what he brought him in for. He didn't even lean on his experience. Nah, it's a waste of time, bro. Waste of time, pathetic. So I'm gonna see. Everyone's talking. Voice notes, man. It's bad, man. Unfortunately, man.
That's all the messages.
Nah, there's
a long break.
Nah, some more.
My thing is this as well. I said it in the other group. What was Angel doing in the corner of Anthony Joshua when Garcia should have been the main man? He's the one with all the experience.
Exactly.
I don't understand it. I'm confused. Somebody help me out on this.
Yo, PMC, what do you think about that? Like, would you agree with that? It's true, right?
Yeah, I thought Robert Garcia was training him.
That's what I thought.
He should have been at least giving him advice and stuff like that. I don't know about this other guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let me hear some more.
Heard about this other guy, Angel Hernandez. Who he
No.
trained?
Amateurs.
Oh, see, that's his problem. That's what he comfortable with, man. He's an amateur, man. That's what he comfortable with, dealing with amateurs and stuff like that. He spars with amateurs and everything like that.
Yeah, he does.
He's not a professional, man.
No, that's right. I mean, that's what happens. That's what happens, bro.
Yo, AJ. Yo. Let me come back to the fight.
He was in New Zealand doing that shit.
What's that?
He was up in New Zealand, Australia, or something like that, sparring with some amateur guy and stuff like that, man. You gotta be smart with the pros. I don't know what his problem is.
Amateurs, yeah. He spars amateurs up in Loughborough.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's why he ain't learning nothing.
Yeah, well, the trainers, like like you said, they're too comfortable. They're too comfortable.
He's scared to get beat up in practice and stuff like that,
Yeah, them little protect
because the boy got him. They said the boy knocked him down and sparring and shit.
Yeah, that's what they heard. Maybe.
Right. Boxing is the next level. Movement, fit walk. Just one thing I don't like him doing is when you take the mic. No, when you lose, go back to your dressing room, sit down, know that it's done. You going taking the mic, talking all that ain't gonna help. It ain't gonna help bringing the win back again. You know what I mean? So I don't understand, man.
Yeah, man, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with Joshua, man. That there was no urgency. That's not how you fight a southpaw. It's not how you fight a southpaw. And I can talk on fighting southpaws because I've beaten all southpaws. Out of the bouts that I haven't won, like I've enjoyed boxing southpaws and I've beaten all of my southpaws. And all-stars coaches can vouch for that. That's not how you fight a southpaw. I don't care if it's a top level, low level southpaw. That's not how you fight a southpaw.
No, it's not. It's not.
Didn't cut the ring off.
No, didn't cut the ring off.
It just wasn't an impressive performance, man.
It wasn't.
And boy, where does he go from here? You see, the thing is, right, with boxing, yeah, a lot of coaches, some coaches will say it. Like Coach Steve does say it as well. Some fighters are genetically gifted. It's a fact. And I know some people know it, they don't talk on it. Some fighters are genetically gifted. Now, with the genetics that Joshua carries, right, he has what you have. He has what you call fast twitch fibers, and there's certain fighters that have fast twitch fibers. For example, if you look at Deshaun is a young man that has fast twitch fibers. Some people don't know about fast twitch fibers. Some people do. Now you see, Joshua, yeah, when he got that offer from Floyd to be going out to join their training camp in Vegas, he should have gone. Why? Because those guys, the Mayweathers, they are masters. When it comes to the fast twitch, they are masters of it. And Joshua has fast twitch fibers. It's just that work from Garcia and this other guy, what's his name? The Colombian guy. Spanish guy. I don't even know. That's not for Joshua.
Nope.
That is not for Joshua. The people that are for Joshua
They're out in America. He should be working with flipping. What's this? I forgot his name. You know, what's his name? But there's a few trainers out there that Joshua should be working with. Floyd should definitely be up in his corner because his defense needs a lot of work. But yeah, man, it wasn't an impressive performance. I think he made Usyk look better than he is. Usyk is a quality fighter, but
yeah,
I think Joshua just made him look better than he
he
is.
did
And I
that,
think
he did.
Tyson Fury will play with Usyk.
Straight,
Tyson Fury will just play with Usyk.
I agree with that, man.
Yeah, I watch the fight. You're right, because if you watch him, right, that's one thing. I keep watching him. My man, it just feel like he's just walking. He's just walking. There's no, I don't understand, but oh my God, like, and if you see his body, lactic acid being pumped on his veins, you can see it's not just he don't want to throw the jab, but it's just lactic acid because it's too much. You have to lose yourself. This is what people fail to understand. It's not like you have to go and be heavyweight. You have to go lift whatever kg, whatever sorry my language, whatever the fuck is. It's not that. You know, you have to find ways. You have to study. You know, you have to study. Listen to your trainers. Listen. You have to listen to them properly when you have to fight these people. You know, I don't know, man. You see. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. But you know, they just need to be honest to him. Okay, this is me. I don't give a fuck about rich money. This is me, right? Back to the Mayweather camp team. I'll tell you one thing, right? If I was AJ today, I'll pack my things, and if I was gonna come back to the boxing again, I'll pack my things and say, yo, Floyd, I'm sorry in bottom of my heart, since you offered me this thing for me to come. I did not, but I'm very sorry. If you can let me, please come on, train. You know, I need to learn a lot. Because you can see on the fight, I don't know, like, like sometimes there's people stand in the media, they keep talking. It's not about the talking. AJ was desperate. From in that moment, because you gotta read body language. AJ body language was gone because he's thinking about what people are gonna say. He's worried about his care is losing. Listen, relax. Be yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like going away to desperation, trying to knock the guy out. Come on, doesn't. You take your time. You know, boxing. I always laugh and I always watch and I always listen to so many. They need to travel around the world and see some great fighters outside there, some great trainers. America is for him. America, the way they fight, because if AJ would know how to move and AJ timing was right and AJ was a bit flexibility, it's not a lactic acid pumping the veins and he could be there, he can slow the jabs and all that stuff. And head movement was good. Watch Mike Tyson. Joe Joe Frazier's. Watch them. Right? All those people. You know, like all you need to do, just sit down, use the American tactic of training. That's what you need. All those guys is not what you just say about the his trainer. It's just you're right. They're not they're not for AJ. I don't care. They're not for AJ. I swear that they're not for AJ. They're not for AJ.
EJ, wow. I can't understand why they're making excuses for this man. You know, I mean, he done a lot better. Not a lot, but he done better than last time. A lot better. But they all love this guy. You know what I mean? I like him as a boxer, you know what I mean, as a person. But to talk about a real champion and being it's not it, man. It's not to learn with Garcia. He's got to be with Garcia for 2-3 years. I'm telling you, and he would have changed him. You're not going to change someone in 2 months. You're having a laugh. It's just like, you know, he went in with more spirit, more advocacy to want to do something, but he just couldn't do it. When you haven't been coached, what you need to be coached well enough, and the time that you need to adapt that, it's not long enough. So and I knew it wouldn't be. So it was just madness. I didn't even watch it. I just heard it on the radio, and I thought to myself, wow, it's the same thing's going to happen. It's not worth it paying all that money to know what's going to just when you know what's going to happen. Not like an exciting fight where someone could catch somebody and not. I knew he just wasn't going to be that entertaining for that. It was entertaining because it was different, but it was never showed any difference of him being different. Do you know what I mean? It's they made excuses for him. They all made excuses for him. Like it was like really, you know, fantastic. And he was even displeased with himself. That's why he threw the belts out. He just gone. But the maddest thing, I can't believe EJ, he started waving, talking about on road days. Talking about road days and flagging up all the boys on road. Unbelievable, man. Because they're all with him now. They're all on with him, see? But you can't do that, man, because it's going to catch up on you. All people are going to start grassing him up and talking shit about him. Oh, I thought that was so embarrassing. I thought that was just embarrassing for him. He will see that in time. Not now, because it's just emotions. And when emotions fly like that, you just got to try and have people to try and help him. And they didn't help him. You know what I mean? Poor kid, man. Poor kid. Wow. Poor man. Really kid, man. Yeah, there's other roads for him. It's not down and finished like that, but he won't go for these things again. I mean, unless he gets a good beating out with somebody. The other lot, you know, he can beat Dylan White. Yes, he's already beat Dylan. They won another fight. They made more money. You know what I mean? But, come on. Jeez. I was just so, you know, sad for him. It's like the way it's ended like that. I'm sad.
Man, dropping asleep out here, bro. PMC, you still there?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm dropping asleep. Man, we got 53 people watching still. Yeah, would you think about some of the stuff you heard? Do you agree?
Yeah, man. I think everybody's spot on. Shit.
Yeah, I feel the Dynamite's on some bullshit. AJ could have done better. He didn't do the stuff. Mr. Bashir would have been better. I tried to call Mr. Bashir. He ain't picking up because he probably pissed off himself. Well, maybe I think Mr. Bashir would have done much better. And that's AJ done, man. That's him done like a fork. It's like Wilder, man. Wilder look like he don't get knocked out as well. I don't like the way Wilder and Malik. I don't really like that combination, man. I don't really He's a yes man, and he just tell Wilder don't want to do what he want to do. He said, all right, I'm getting paid.
Wilder gonna be okay versus Helenius.
Yeah, because he's sparring. That's a sparring partner, ain't it? So
Yeah, he familiar with him. They sparred together. I think that's why they took the fight. So.
Yeah, he's gonna quit. He's gonna quit in that fight like he did against Dillian White, act like he hadn't broken or some shit. You know what I mean? He'll fight his way out. But PMC, yo man, it's really good having you over, man. Like, yeah, when you're ready, hit me up on Twitter. Drop me a number, wherever you get the WhatsApp number. If not, man, you have a blessed day, PMC, and we'll
All right,
catch
you
up.
too.
Yeah, man. Take care. Peace out.
Yeah,